The sun is high in the sky. It's around midday. You three have been walking together for a few weeks. It's been a time of light conversation, um, quiet contemplation, and just really having safety in numbers, but not quite fully uh, trusting or knowing each other well. Um, you are still a few days from the coast. You are heading to a port town named Luskin, each with your own specific reasons for this journey, all heading in the same direction and deciding that, company is much better than going ahead alone. Um, before I let you folks in on more about why you're here, let's learn about your character. So I guess Bacon, for you, please tell us.
So, my name is Thildrimar, a golden dragon with a purple thematic on its scales and eyes. I come from a temple deep in the mountains where I grew up all of my teenagers years as a subsequence of my whole kin being slaughtered in what I assume is a bandit raid. I have an inner... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I got an inner drive to not let that happen to anyone near me, so I'm driven by an urge to protect, as I feel chosen by my deity Thorn to protect others.
Thank you. And you are traveling with what looks to be a small human.
I'm not that small. Traveling with Ildrimar is Elodie. She is about 5'4", so tall enough. Thank you very much. She has long white hair that goes down to her waist. And on either side of her head, she has a blue and pink flower right above her ear that she's taken with her from the forest where she grew up. She wears kind of raggy clothes, a wraparound brown top and a long white skirt. And she has a satchel tied around her waist with a small leather pouch. And next to it, a teeny tiny dagger, which she uses more for wood carving and herb gathering than fighting. She also has a long quarterstaff that seems to be too big for her, but she carries it with pride. And on the very top of that quarterstaff is a pink and blue stone, which she has tied to it with string. She is a bit timid, but she tries to keep a brave face now that she's with her new friends, something that she hasn't really had much of in her life. But she feels comfortable and determined to get to where they're headed for.
And I did mention your height because you look so small compared to Thildrimar and the final companion. Go ahead, Static.
All right. My character's name is Obsidian Bloodcrag of the Blood Crags, also known as the Black Adder. He's a Yunti. It says pureblood, but I'm going to make it so I'm not a pureblood. He's 6 feet tall, has yellowish green eyes and grayish green scales on the upper parts of his arms and fronts of his legs. No claws. He pretty much lived with his tribe that was next to a volcano, which slowly dulled the color of his scales. At the age of 18, he left to explore the world, came back to his village, being not completely destroyed, but pretty heavily damaged from volcano activity, He explored the volcano and found that people decided to mine in the volcano, which made it erupt, and now he's on the road to find who did it. He is closer to nature than people and is very weary of people to trust. But with these two, he feels some kinship with.
As you three walk on this quite tattered but still worn path, each with your own reasons for traveling together, mostly out of safety, but some out of companionship. Diljamar traveling west, as you mentioned, uh, under Torm's watch, is seeking answers and testing at the Chapel of Torm in the Luskan port city, hoping to reconnect more with those that he shares beliefs with and finding purpose in protection, as you mentioned. Elodie, not familiar with people, has, or humans in particular, felt an unease in her grove where her and her grandmother live, and decided, instead of watching things deteriorate, to venture out and be brave and find her place in the world and look for answers as to what's causing this sinking feeling that she has. Obsidian, you are heading as well to the town of Luskin, mainly because of whispers that you've heard of a mining guild which has been operating in the area, the same sort of potential business which caused the scarring of your tribe. You're looking for answers and full of anger. You've all shared meals together and have spoken and are, as I mentioned, nearing midday and the sky is up in the sky. Tell me what you folks are up to.
Well, Elodie will mainly just take everything in, as she hasn't really been out of her forest for long. She was always told by her grandmother that society was scary and that it should be left well alone, because nature was all that mattered. So she's just scanning around, taking everything in, not really saying anything.
What do you notice and what are you doing as you're taking things in?
She has a little notebook with her where she writes down the different fauna and flora that she sees. So what type of road and nature would she see here? Is it dense forest? Is it open road?
What you see before you is an open field, none that stands out in any particular fashion. There are trees of different and varying types, creating kind of a not quite a wall, but you definitely can feel that there is more safety for the animals in the trees surrounding this trail. You all are able to see a small tributary or an offshoot of a main river nearby. The overall feeling that you get is one that probably sounds something like this. So as you folks continue to walk, what sort of things are occupying your mind, Dojamar, as you are with these two companions and you have the sounds of spring in the midday around you?
Because of my past and experience with wide open fields, I am slightly in a defensive state. I have my right hand slightly clutching my mace, just eyes darting around for anything that that looks out of the ordinary, trying to keep a peace of mind, but knowing that at any moment something can go wrong. More so, I'm also worrying about our supplies, how they are doing, and if we do need to replenish on some actual drinking water or other road snacks, road supplies. A good berry is always good to change the feeling in your mouth. As the field feels very surreal, I will just slowly try and manage to ease up on myself, focus on the road forward, but I will try to be a bit vigilant with my eyes just darting around for anything.
So Obsidian, you notice
And-
Diljamar is mentioning something about. It looks like he's got hunger in his eyes. What's going through your mind right now as you are traveling with your companions and you see Diljamar, a bit on the defensive, and you see Elodie kind of not quite zoning out, but she is in a state of absorbing nature around her. What are you doing?
Obsidian, funny enough, is actively looking for animal tracks to hunt. Whether it's squirrel, rabbit, deer.
Excellent. I want you all three to roll in what's it called? Check for me. Investigation check for me, please.
Ooh.
You said investigation.
Wait, just a D20 and then...
19.
Oh no, it works again.
You just have to push on your character sheet. You just push.
Ah.
Push it.
Yeah, in the skills section.
Oh no, wait, I was still in editing mode. There. Okay.
Okay. So Obsidian is actively, you're looking for any sort of clue or animal tracks or anything at all, and you realize that your companion Thorjamar does look a little hungry. You guys do have ample snacks, as Obsidian is able to scavenge for the whole party. You notice a bush on the side, and you kind of are distracted, thinking of your hometown and all the the delicacies and culinary grandeur that's there, and you kind of forget what you're supposed to be doing, and just veer off onto the trail. Diljamar, with your hand on your mace, you kind of feel a sense that something isn't right. And you're not quite sure exactly what it is, but you are being drawn to an area across the river. I'm going to try to load this up. Hopefully this doesn't. And as you do so,
Aww.
Elodie is completely mentally and physically aware to her core of an injured, what seems to be group of animals further up the river, with her delicate and sensitive ways of understanding nature around her. She's able to decipher this, and I'm going to be moving your tokens onto the map now.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Hold on, let me see if this will work. Hopefully, this works. This is all.
I mean, Dildramar's there.
Yeah. I'm going to get you guys
Oh,
all in
Obsidian is
here.
there.
Hold
Oh,
on.
okay.
We'll get you guys all in here. Okay. So you can. Obsidian is definitely over here because he got distracted by the berries. Elodie,
Mhm.
you guys are both somewhere in this area here, so you can go ahead and position yourselves as you see fit. I'm gonna. I don't know if this is gonna rupture what you guys are doing, but we're gonna try to see if this is gonna work. Gosh, I hope it does.
Don't think I can move my character.
Okay, you can't? Hold on, let me see.
Oh, I don't know how.
Can you move yours, Tess?
Yes, I'm just holding my picture and dragging it.
Yeah,
I can move mine as well.
yeah. Did I? You should be able to move yours. No?
Mine just move the map.
Are you? Okay, hold on. Now try.
Select.
Are you not able to move yours?
Okay, no. Okay, now I think I am. If I no,
If you just hold left click, you should be able to move it. No?
I have an arrow, but after a bit it just goes away.
Mhm.
Was that me or was that you?
That was me.
Aye.
I don't know why you can't move yourself.
Neither do I.
Hold on.
If you right click, there's like a no, that's attack button. Never mind.
Move, select, measure.
So if you click it, when you click it, does a blue square appear around your character? When you left click it?
No, I have a little circle that grows up. Wait, maybe you can just see it. Okay, if I hold, it just does this. And I can have the arrow, but it doesn't actually move me anywhere.
Okay, just tell me where you want to be for now.
Just here is fine.
Okay, perfect then.
As long as I have a good view of what's besides the river, it's fine.
Yes. And let me just alter some things really quickly on my end. So Elodie,
Yes.
you are able to sense far beyond what any of your companions can. You know that there are injured animals. You're not quite sure what. I should have probably put that in Fog of War. You're not quite sure what yet. Let me actually do that. Hold on. You guys can't see anything now, right?
No, it's all gone.
Okay, good. And then
Still see everything. Okay, now I don't see anything.
there you go. And there. Okay. So now you do have a feeling of where they are. You shouldn't have seen them, but sorry. What's your plan? What's going through your mind? What do you do?
Well, this hits close to home for me. So immediately upon noticing that there are injured animals, I will start walking with such intent, not quite a run or a jog, more kind of like a power walk. And I will say, Thildramar, you need to come with me now, and start moving over in the direction of where I sense the animals.
Okay.
I feel a bit startled by the sudden command, but I will follow slowly.
Okay. And where do you
And
want
I
to
will
move your
just
character?
like one down, one left to Elodie.
Okay. And
and I will want to ask
yeah.
What Moontrek? What happened, Moontrek?
I'm not entirely sure, but I need you to come with me, and I need your healing abilities. Please.
Mm-hmm. But I will trust, but I will need more information. What's going on? I have a feeling that something is not very right, very clear.
Well, nature is clearly not a balance here, and I don't think I can do this on my own. And I know I have seen what you can do, and I trust that you can help me. Let's move closer.
Then bring me with you.
Okay, let's go.
Before you're able to move, I want Elodie and Thildramar and even Lost in the Bushes Obsidian to roll a perception check.
Ooh, wait. There.
Oof.
Second, yeah. How do I do this?
The question for the DM.
Yeah.
If I can't, can I not see the animals at all? How do I know that there's an injured animal if I can't see it?
You're able to sense their pain as you sit there and you're focusing on nature. You're able to sense a disturbance caused by the anguish that is happening to what you can only believe to be animals, as that's what you're so attuned with, and that is
So my
how
druid senses are tingling, basically.
basically your druid senses are tingling. Yes, yes.
Got it.
Okay, let me finish my stuff real quickly here.
The Elodie tingle.
Yes, the Ella Dingle. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. Okay.
And so it starts with my bad rolls.
Yes. If it makes you feel
Oh,
better,
God.
mine were just as bad.
And mine was worse.
So let me see. Theodramar Elodie was a 6, and Theodramar was a 20, and Obsidian was an 8. Okay, so
You have to get the red dice.
Picking berries.
trying to figure this out because there's so much dice on the board right now. Okay, so Elodie is taken aback as she approaches this bush here, and from what she can tell, it is a large wolf. Thildramar, however, was able to use his natural instinct of being a protector and see and feel that there was something not right. Elodie could not sense that. She was overwhelmed and overcome by the feeling of pain coming from the injured animals up the river. As such, even though Elodie was technically surprised by the wolf, because Thildramar is there, I am going to have Thildramar be able to do a surprise round on the wolf, and then we will roll for initiative.
Ooh.
So you have your turn. You have your turn.
Do I have enough movement to go in front of the wolf? Because I cannot see it on the map.
Yes. You just tell me which squares you want to go. Each square is represented by 5.
5 feet.
Yes. So let me.
Well, I don't know where the wolf is.
You can't see it on your. Oh shoot! You can't. My goodness gracious.
No.
Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. It's all a work in progress, my friends. Boom! There is the wolf.
Oh wow, that's a scary wolf.
Yes. So as you approach,
I'll just try to go to the right of it then.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Yeah, that's it. Just there. I assume I already have my weapon and shield equipped.
Yes.
I will then just steady myself in the ground, and since I know it's attacking, I will just go ahead and roll a simple mace attack.
Okay.
Here, this.
Damn.
Wait.
Yes.
Will this count? I need to do my hit first, right?
This is.
I think I just. Oh, this is it. Okay.
This is so. Yeah, you hit.
And how do I roll damage?
It'll do the hit, and then you see damage underneath. Then you hit the damage. And it should
damage is the other
calculate
one.
a critical. Was that a nat 5? Nat 20 it was, right?
I think my dice are loaded.
The game is rigged.
It was, right? So you roll. So is this correct? Then yeah, 6. So you max
So I have
damage
a crit.
for it. Yes.
So I have a crit, and then I have 15 damage.
Yeah. So do we have to push that button for the roll critical? Is that how it works? I don't really know.
What button?
Do you not see that?
Oh, roll critical.
I don't know if it does anything or not. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Is that right?
Roll critical just rolls another damage dice.
Yeah, because I mean, I think we're supposed to do it manually because what are our rules static? It's full weapon damage.
You said full
plus
weapon and then the roll.
plus another
Yeah,
roll
it's-
and then the 3, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So then it'll be 6.
Plus 6 for me because
Yeah.
I rolled a 6 on the damage as well.
Yeah. So 6 plus 3. Is that correct? Is that right?
Yeah, so that's
right,
15
Yeah, because you rolled a 6 on your actual crit roll.
on my first hit.
roll.
Yeah,
Okay. 6 plus 6 plus 3, so it's 15. My goodness, why are you so powerful, bro? God damn, man.
I don't know.
Save some for the. So, you with your protective nature were already ready, weapon, clenched in your hand, and as Elodie's eyes were fixed upriver, she's almost skipping up the river, just fully intent on helping, a stranded animal who she's so kind of drawn towards. She doesn't hear the snarling in the bush, and you see movement, and instinctively you rush towards her, get in front of Elodie, and you grasp your mace and you strike this wolf in the head, crushing its skull, killing it before it is able to do anything. Elodie, what's happening?
Well, like you said, I've just been so focused on the animal in pain that I didn't even notice the angry one right next to us. So as Thildramar just kind of leaps in front of me and starts whacking this beast, I am taken aback, not really sure what to say. But after a couple of seconds, she kind of gathers her thoughts again and says, "Did you just save my life?"
I did what I always do.
Wow.
I protect my friends and I protect others. More importantly, I don't think this is what attracted you here. So go check on what your actual motive was.
Yeah, of course. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, maybe I should try and pay a bit more attention going forward. This is all very new to me. I'm so sorry. And then I yell back, "Obsidian, are you okay? Watch out for wolves."
What?
Well, never mind. And I will keep going towards the wounded.
Before you're
Animal.
able to move forward, so if you can move your character back a little bit, I want both Thildramar and Elodie. I want you both to roll. I don't really know. Hold on, let me pull up my cheat sheet real quick. I want you to roll for me a nature or survival check,
Ooh,
whichever one is better for you guys.
then I shall do a survival one.
I'm doing the. Oh God.
Oh, so as this wolf crumbles to the ground, just is a heap of just meat at this point, thanks to Thildramar's strike. Elodie is just so not accustomed to this sort of violence, immediately just turns away, unable to even glimpse at this fresh corpse. Thildramar as well just is so intent now, not with bloodthirst, but with the desire to protect, that he also continues to scan the nearby area, not taking a second glance. Obsidian, we're gonna let you figure out. Do you want to do something over there?
I'm picking berries.
Obsidian is crunching on berries. It's a good
Then
time.
can my character start yelling?
Sure.
Aretis, Obsidian, you may be in danger. Watch yourself. Or something along those lines. Just so I know that he can be prepared for what if anything is coming.
He pulls out his great axe
Two.
and holds it in one
I think we lost you,
Did we lose
Static.
Static?
I think we lost static.
I
What?
heard. You hold the great axe in one hand and then continue.
I keep picking berries with the other hand, but I'm ready if something comes.
Understood. Understood.
Uh,
So as you mentioned, Elodie, you wanted to continue on.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to continue
Before
on.
you move, I want everyone to roll initiative.
ooh.
Okay.
I give you guys a chance.
Uh,
So it should
Okay,
be on the
that one.
top in the initiative. Yeah. Oh,
Right next to your
Oh
AC.
my god.
and then there's bacon.
Elodie is just dead.
I'm right next to you, Elodie.
Oh my goodness
God.
gracious. Hold on a second. I gotta figure out how to do this one. Oh my goodness, bacon.
Bacon has rolled 2 natural 20s.
Yep.
Uh,
One second. I just need to figure this part out.
I don't think I've rolled anything in double digits.
No, you've not.
You're
Let's
probably not
see.
going to.
How was it's Dex, yeah, is the modifier for initiative, yeah?
for initiative, yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm going to I have hidden rolls, but I'm gonna do my because I don't want you guys to know like all the secret things.
Mhm.
Oopsie. Oh yeah. Hold on. Sorry, this is my first time using this thing as well. Doot, doot. Okay, and then doot. Okay. It makes you feel better. I'm rolling just as bad. This is okay. So as Thiltramar brings his eyes off of the corpse that he just made, he does a scan of the area, and he is able to see much more, and is in fact able to see a small bit of the injured animals that Elodie mentioned that she felt. As Thiltramar did this, because the boy is natural 20, he is able to see 2 more of these wolves in hiding, waiting for their opportunity. Had Elodie skipped ahead forward, it could have been a much different outcome. We have rolled initiative, and Thiltramar.
I can move now.
Oh, you can.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I can move. Wait.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So you have your turn. These wolves are where's my thing? Are very aggressive looking. They have blood on their mouths from what you can tell from this distance. And you can see in the direction that where the injured animals are, you could assume that they are definitely the cause of the hurt and pain that Elodie has felt.
That's 21, so I can move there. Then I will just swiftly move as close to the as close to the foxes to also get in the range of one of the wolves.
Mhm.
And then I again steady myself and just try to hit it.
Okay.
With my mace.
I was gonna say if it's a natural 20, I
Yep.
swear.
Just gonna say that.
I know. So you roll is that a 14?
Mhm.
You steady your feet once again, and you clutch your mace, and you take a swing at this axe, which is hiding, just beyond the reach of the injured. Now that you can see fox den, and
Mhm.
you swing with a lot of force, and you actually do connect again. Please roll your damage.
Ooh. Let's see. Okay.
So you
It's fine.
hit this wolf right on the you right-handed or are you left-handed, Dojamar?
Right-handed.
You're right-handed. So you, with your right hand, you swing at this wolf and you hit it and you strike it on its left abdomen, and you can hear it kind of go on the side. It's very, very injured at this point, but it's not out of the fight. You probably cracked a rib or two, but it is hurting, but it is it is holding on. It is holding on. Still looking at you now. Its gaze is fixed towards you with aggression and hatred. The next, so I think there should be a little like a number. Oopsie,
Yeah.
this is actually wrong. This should be that one because this wolf is deadzo. So let me.
Oh, the number is the order
Yes,
in the
so the
fight?
number, is your
Okay.
initiative. So
Mhm.
the wolf that you just struck is pissed. And
That's the number, so.
yeah, and it's, let's see, how do I do what I need to do? Here we go, I think. It looks at you after taking that hit and without any hesitation lunges forward to bite you. I'm going to see if this works. Did that work? I know you guys can't see my roll, but I'm going to see if it worked. Does a 12 hit?
No.
So
No.
the wolf lunges forward and clamps directly onto the armored part of your torso, and it just glances off. And the wolf's kind of looking at you like, what did it just bite a rock? But it lands back on its feet. It's still ready to attack, but it's confused and it's not sure what just happened. Potentially the hit that you gave it rattled its natural instincts. It would normally have had it bite you on a fleshy portion of your body, but here we are. The wolf is now bewildered and delirious, sitting there on the ground. The next wolf is behind the rock, and it sees you just lunging forward and attacking a member of its pack. And it is going to move forward. Hold on, let me just go down. Oops. Down. There we go. Okay, I'm using the turn order thing now properly. So he moves forward. And Static, do I need to tell them certain things that the animals have? Like, if I should, right? It's like certain things, like their passives and stuff, or what?
No.
Don't need
I
to,
think
right?
only if it's like
Don't
if
tell us anything.
Okay.
it happens.
Okay.
Like there's something actually
on-
important in the action.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, if they have any passives, you don't tell us about that.
You guys have to figure it on your own.
Yes.
Okay.
And but like if it's like part of a attack action,
Yeah.
then you would tell us like what it is.
Okay. Gotcha. So this wolf comes over, seeing that you attacked, a member of its pack, and it attacks you without hesitation. It lunges forward and it also, wait, does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
It also
Yeah.
just
I
glances
think
off.
he has an AC of 18.
Yeah, it just glances off your
Yes.
armor. And potentially it was your armor, potentially it was your scale, but either way, you're able to kind of misdirect this second lunge. Your experience on the battlefield is really paying off because you're always kind of ready. So it too is unable to connect this hit, and it lands firmly on the ground, looking at you with anger and intent to kill. Next is Obsidian.
Oh wait, how do I do the line? Oh, that's how. So I'm gonna move here. It's my full movement. And then how far away are they? 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away?
Yeah, something like that.
I'll put my great axe on my back and pull a javelin from my side and toss it
Okay.
at the hurt one.
Okay. The one.
I really hope you don't.
The number
roll
2,
that
right?
low.
The number 2, right? Yeah. Or yeah, number 2.
Dildramar,
number 2.
duck!
Question is now, how do I throw it?
I believe you equip it. So using the left column, you equip the hand axe or the javelin, and then that should switch to use, and then you can do it that way.
Oh, I have to unclick my greatsword and then click.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
This is fresh for me too. It's pretty neat though, right? This little software thing. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So was that 13? You can roll for damage. You hit. You have to scale these
And
monsters
where-
up. Thorjamar is untouchable, bro.
Where do I roll damage?
So right underneath of it, you see the damage. You just click that,
Mhm.
and that should just roll your damage for it.
Oh,
There we
underneath.
go. 5 damage.
Wait, underneath or
And
it's on the right? But yeah.
so your javelin soars through the air, and it goes right over Thorjamar's right shoulder, and it strikes this wolf right in the heart, and it stops moving instantly, falls to the ground, and it's gone. Let me do this, and there you go. I'll do it that way. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to do?
That's everything I can do.
Elodie?
Yes. So seeing Thildramar surrounded by these wolves and then one of them suddenly taken out completely by Obsidian, as much as she doesn't want to fight, she feels like she's going to have to at this point. So I'll take a flower. I need to figure out if I'm going to do third person or first person. I think I'm going to stick to first person.
You can
here.
alternate between the two. There's no.
You can also
rule.
switch around.
You can switch.
Yeah.
You can go back and forth.
But I'll take a flower, a petal out of one of the flowers in my hair, and I will press it to the quarterstaff and use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh, as we figured out how it's pronounced.
Yes, Shillelagh.
So then I press cast on that,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mhm.
I will move. See, I have 30 feet, so I will go here. And then I will try to hit it with my quarterstaff. Let's see. So that will be a 15.
All right. So with your quarterstaff, you, although reluctant to cause harm to any animal, you realize that these wolves are violent and they are not.
Yeah, they're
here
a threat to my
yeah,
friend.
They're a threat to Thildramar. Not really.
Because he just called me his friend, and that means a lot to me.
Yeah. And even though they're not really threatening him, they haven't really damaged him at all. You believe that he is in danger, and you kind of pocket your reservations of hurting animals and rather protect your friend. And you rolled a 15, so you do hit. Please roll for damage.
All right, and so I'm one-handing it, not two-handing, so I'm assuming it's the D6 and not the D8.
Yes.
7 bludgeoning.
So with the quarterstaff in your one hand, you bring it down onto the wolf's back, and you hear a very familiar crunch sound, much of the same sound that Thildramar made when his mace connected with the previous wolf. You grimace a bit as you hit the wolf, knowing that this is what must be done, but also, still feeling a bit of that guilt of hurting another animal. And you do 7 points of damage.
Can I stop for a bit? Shillelagh just says that the weapon damage becomes a D8. I don't think that's relevant for one-handing or two-handing.
Oh, maybe it's for
So
Shillelagh.
I think she has to do more.
All right, I'll do
Yeah.
another roll then.
Yeah, do that roll instead.
Yeah, sorry for
Thank you.
interrupting.
No, that's
Well, that was worse.
well. Thanks, Bacon. Thanks for nerfing.
Sorry.
Thanks for nerfing her, Bacon.
Oh, there can only be one powerful in this party.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So
It's okay.
So I had to heal the wolf for 2. So with your augmented or enchanted quarterstaff, you hit the wolf firmly on the side, and it does familiar damage. Not quite as much as if you tried less hard, but you hit it. It's still standing, and it's it's angry, and it's ready to attack. I think. Boop. It is now Thildramar's turn. Did you want to say something?
Is it only getting to attack? Ready to attack? Isn't it also attacking?
Pardon me?
Isn't it also attacking? Is it just getting ready?
It's already attacked for this round.
It attacked
so
for
we're
this
at
round
top
already.
round.
Oh, right, it did.
Yeah, we're at the top
Yeah.
of the round. So yeah, there's
Yeah.
it has this cool turn order thingy, so I can gauge that. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Then I shall just repeat what my previous action did. So I will just steady myself up, swing my mace arm.
So this time you're a bit overconfident.
Mhm.
You've been very successful just batting around these wolves as if they were nothing, and you take a swing and the wolf sidesteps you, and you miss, and you kind of lose your balance. You stumble, you grimace a bit, and that's it. The wolf is now gonna get you. Do you have any?
Give me a bit. I think that pathetic miss angers me enough to where I can use my innate power as a war priest,
Okay.
and use one of my charges to do an additional attack using my bonus action.
Okay. I mean, this is the what's it called?
War priest.
War Priest. From first level, your god delivers bolts of inspiration to you while you're engaged in battle. When you use the attack action, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. I think it's fine to do after you do your attack.
Mm-hmm. Well,
don't think you
I
need
have to do it after.
I meant but you can if
I mean, okay.
like declaring it first or not,
Mhm.
you know, because like if you let's say you thought you were going to kill it, right? So you don't declare it, but if you declare it, then you would use it even if it was overkill, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? So I will do this one, but I think in the future you'll declare when you want to use it before you take your.
Okay.
Because it's when you use the attack action, not after you use the attack action. But at the same time, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action. Screw it. We're keeping it as is. You can use it at any time after your regular action. Go ahead and use this attack as a bonus action.
Yay. Okay, slightly better.
Hold on. Oh my goodness. You call upon the what is this? It's a war priest, right?
Yes.
You call upon your god Torm, I believe, Torm, and you deliver another strike as you're inspired by your god. And though this inspiration surges through your body and you're able to take a bonus action, it too is unable to connect and it misses. You stumble to the ground now, slightly exhausted after the surge of energy from this bonus attack. And I think now you're done. All right. And next is... So the wolf, now seeing that spectacular display, is now surrounded by his, its dead friend. It's got an angry druid and this now enraged cleric who called upon a favor of the gods against it. It is going to use its bite attack. Does a 15 hit?
Me? No.
Yes. It is still going for you because you have done so much to it and are the direct result of its friend dying. It cares not about this, 5'4", much less of a threat druid next to him and wants to go after you. It lunges forward.
Why do I feel insulted?
I'm not trying to insult you.
Tiny, minuscule, art to
Teeny
see.
tiny human.
Unthreatening. It lunges towards this armored, both with armor and natural plating, and again its bite just glances off, It lands. It does not want to flee. It wants to stay. It seems to be driven by anger and malice. And it is now Obsidian's turn.
Put my javelin away and bring out my great axe again.
Mhm.
And rush up and bring the axe from the ground all the way up and over my head and down on the wolf. Well, we'll see if it's actually down on the wolf.
You're going to move your token?
Oh, I thought I did.
No, I didn't move it yet. There you go.
Hey there.
All right.
Hello.
So seeing your compatriot, call upon a favor of his god and be energized and miss completely, you find inspiration in, I can take care of this. You rush forward, both hands on your great axe, and you bring the blade down on this wolf's head, and you completely slice it in half. The wolf is no more, and Elodie looks at this display and just has to turn away.
I guess I didn't need to roll damage.
I mean, you can, just for semantics' sake, I guess. Yeah. It's like,
Ooh.
yeah. You also
Yeah.
split the floor under the ground underneath the wolf, apparently, and the wolf is no longer. You folks are no longer in combat. What do you guys do now?
The first. Oh, go ahead.
Go. Okay. I will want to take a moment to recollect myself and also look down at the last wolf, the one that I missed. And even though he is dead, I will just kneel, look at it, and say, "You were braver than I. You were worthy." And then I will let the others go.
Can I check to see if the wolves have any type of, like, are they regular wolves or if they're corrupted or if there's anything off? Because, that's food right there.
You can let's see. I think we're gonna roll nature or survival.
I will choose survival.
Okay.
As Obsidian is checking the wolves, Elodie is just going to step back from the bloodbath and start praying and saying, "Please forgive me, please forgive me, please forgive me."
So while Thiljamar pays his respects to the one wolf that actually gave him problems, Elodie begins to pay her respects in the only way that she knows how, which is by praying to whatever god that she worships or has reverence for. Obsidian decides to, what did you roll? Survival? Let his survival instincts take over. And he bends over to examine the carcass of these wolves, primarily to see if there is anything that can be salvaged for food or sustenance or anything of that nature. But he discovers something that's not quite natural. The wolves themselves, though seemingly just an aggressive group, have a slight greenish tinge around their mouth and their eyes, anywhere, any orifice or hole that has liquid, like the ears, a slight green tinge. And as it drips from their fangs or from their fur into the ground, you can see it hiss and just kind of absorb itself into the ground.
Well, we can't eat these.
Such is life. Not everything can be profited off. But more importantly, there was another reason for us being here. And I turn around checking on the... Are they foxes? They are foxes.
So
And for the
on
actual reason,
yeah.
I jumped in front of the wolves.
Yeah. Ellie, did you have something to say?
Yeah. After she's calmed down a little bit, she also like steps over to the corpses of the wolves. And I don't know if Obsidian says what he saw or if I notice it myself as well.
You
point it out.
can roll if you want to do something similar, or do you want to talk to Obsidian? You have the freedom to do whichever you want to do. You have to pretend that you didn't hear what Obsidian said, because Obsidian did it with his survival check, right? So
I pointed out the one.
You pointed out to everyone?
how do you point it out to everybody?
So the one that was split in half, I'll just grab the inner side of the mouth and kind of hold it open to show the green coming off the teeth and mouth.
As you do so, you notice as seconds tick by that green and that kind of substance or that energy or aura that you felt dissipates and it disappears.
Elodie will walk closer to the one that Obsidian is holding. Would this be similar to what I've experienced in the forest back home?
I want you to roll a survival or nature check for me. Whichever one is you want to do.
Jesus.
You
4.
look at this wolf corpse and you're like, it sure looks like dead corpses that I've seen back home. I don't know. You're unable to really determine if there's anything actually wrong with the wolf, even though now the symptoms have ceased, like I said. When the opportunity was there for you to observe it, you were unable to really connect the dots that this is not something that is natural or unnatural.
Got it. All right. Then I will leave and walk on over to Thildramar, who's by the foxes, and kind of shake my head a little bit and realize, oh, this is why I came here in the first place. Walk on over and I will cast Speak with Animals as well. And in the way that she does that is just by folding her hands together, closing her eyes for a few seconds. She takes another petal out of her hair and kind of curls it up in her hand and blows it towards the foxes.
Okay, so as you walk towards these foxes, you realize with great sadness that 2 of the kits, which I had to look it up, they're like baby foxes. 2 of the kits have died. They have succumbed to their wounds. You notice the wounds definitely were inflicted by the wolves. The tinge of green that Obsidian observed before, you can see it present as well on the kits, but it's slowly also disappearing or being absorbed. You notice the mother is clutching, but looks like the runt or the smallest of the kits that are remaining, and they're both still alive.
It's a Lodi sized.
Who do you speak to, I guess, and what do you say?
I focus my attention to the mother and I say, are you all right? Is there anything we need to help you with? Are you injured? Where's the injuries? Can you tell me, please?
They're typically, when you use this ability, you're able to get a very clear connection with animals. With this fox mother, there seems to be a strain upon it, but you can still speak to her. And she says, the wolves, my babies.
The wolves are gone. There's no need to worry anymore. The danger is over. Please, we just want to help you.
she glances at you as you are the one speaking to her and just says over and over, "My babies, my babies."
I turn to Thildramar and say, please help her babies. That's all she wants. Please, if you
Then-
can, Thildramar.
Then I will just nod my head. I will crouch down to look at them closer. Can I do a medicine check
Yes.
to see what I can heal just by normal
non-magical healing, like a poultice
non-magical.
or some sort of bandage, or
Yes.
yeah. Go ahead.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay. As you approach the den, it smells of wet fur and sap, and just what you would expect. It's adjacent to the river, and as you approach, you kind of notice the footprints of the scuffle that happened. It appears that the wolves attacked the den directly. It was an unprovoked kind of attack.
Mhm.
You ascertain by looking at the kit. You don't really notice any superficial wound or nothing broke skin or anything like that, but the kit is definitely in distress of some kind. The mother, however,
Mhm.
has a large wound on her back. You are able to get some bandages. We're just gonna say you have bandages, bandages, or cloth that you have in your backpack, and you do your best to approach the animal. And as you're doing so, the mother fox recoils back with fear in her eyes. What do you do?
I try not to move, like not make any sudden movements. I will slowly turn to Elodie, as I've noticed her just talking to it directly, and slowly just nudging my head towards the fox, like help a fell out.
Okay, and she understands what you mean. So she will turn again to the mother and say, please don't be scared. We're just trying to help you. Please allow us to help you.
So the mother, hearing Elodie's voice, but still with a lot of stress and trauma, she kind of lowers her head, but is very protective of her kit, and it allows Theojmar to stabilize her. Your ability to kind of ease at least the immediate pain seems to be working. From a short distance behind Obsidian, I'm assuming he's just eating berries again, perhaps. He seems to be a hungry guy. You hear a sound, and a silhouette of a man appears, and he's holding a bow. And he's aiming it directly at all of you three. And he yells, "Step away from the fox. Step away from them. What have you done?"
We haven't done anything. We're only trying to help. Please lower your bow.
There are 3 dead wolves here, and I don't know what's happening to those foxes. Explain yourself.
Just as a precaution, I will step a bit forward so I can be like a bit ahead of at least Elodie and the foxes. I will not say anything, but I will look directly at I assume a ranger.
You can roll a perception check if you want to know what he looks like or anything like that. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
I think the best thing for you guys to
Yes.
always ask is, can I know more about him? Can I XYZ? Can you do this? And then I'll tell you what you guys can roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I shall try to get a better look at him, just so I know what the situation calls for.
Yes. So you look at him and you're able to ascertain that he looks to be a very experienced, strong, able-bodied, looks like a hunter or a scout. He has brown hair. He's very brown in complexion. You know, he's outside a lot. He carries a longbow and a short sword. He is clad in leather armor. He has a kind but serious face. His brow is furrowed from what looks like just worrying and stressing all the time for what we don't know. He definitely has the eyes of someone who is acting with just cause and reason, but he is infuriated right now, is what he is seeing.
Then after darting my eyes around him and assessing what's in front of me, I just say, "Is up, Aretes. The situation is calm, is stable. Come examine yourself."
How can I trust you? Tell me
How
how
can
I
you
can
trust
trust
anyone?
you. Well, how about if
Ho-
you, big guy in the front, you drop your weapon and both of you step aside and I can see what's to be seen. That will gain some trust.
I shall drop my weapon, but you lower the bow first. One does not like to be aimed at.
Please roll a. Actually, I need to roll. Sorry.
I'm just, I think I'm just trying to persuade him. If
Yeah,
that
I
helps you.
think. Yeah, you can do it. Roll a roll a blah, blah, a blah, blah,
Persuasion.
a blah, blah. Yes, persuasion. I want to say
Let's see.
persuasion. Like, okay.
uh,
He hears your words and he looks at the seriousness of Obsidian and the kind and innocence of Elodie, and he lowers his bow slowly. In kind, Obsidian puts his great axe on his back. Elodie slowly unclenches her grip on her quarterstaff, as well as Dojamar lowers and puts his mace away. Please step aside. Let me investigate this for myself.
Elodie does not step aside. She stays with the foxes.
a deal has been made, so I will step a bit down.
Excuse me. Can you please move aside?
What are you going to do with them?
I am from this land. I am going to do what I've always done, and it's protect what is destroyed.
These foxes aren't destroyed.
That is for me to know only after I have investigated myself.
She looks towards Obsidian and Thildramar, and waits for them to give her the go-ahead to step aside. If not, she's just going to stay put.
Mhm.
I give a head nod for her to move.
Yeah, a slow nod is
Okay.
a slow nod.
Then without saying anything, she'll take one step to let him pass.
Okay.
But she keeps a keen eye on him.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. The hunter moves forward and begins to investigate the fox den. You see him crouching down and he puts his palm on the two dead kits and he whispers what seems to be a prayer, a psalm of some kind, but he does it with compassion and respect. He then fixes his eyes on the mother and the kit, and he looks back. Which one of you did this? As he gestures to the bandage that was applied to the mother.
I just step up slightly and I say, not the best work. I'm more of a warrior, but it is what I could do on the moment.
The stoic hunter stands up, his chest out, not quite your height, about 5'10". He looks at you in the eye and he sticks his hand out, and he says, "Thank you."
I scan it a bit, and I will just extend my hand forward, shake his hand, and just say, "Best luck."
He introduces himself as Brannick Holt, and his attitude immediately changes once he sees the care and thoughtfulness that was done both in bandaging the wound of the mother fox as well as the protective nature of the entire party. He kneels down and does his own investigation. He says, "We need to take these two back to my village. Maybe, just maybe, we can save them both."
Is there a healer there?
There is, but nothing that I can say here will do anything if they don't make it there on time. Will you come with me? Will you continue as you have been and help these two maybe live till tomorrow?
Lead the way.
The Brannick stands up and kind of waits for a second to see what kind of reaction is made by the rest of the party.
Obsidian will walk over and he'll pick up the mother fox.
And I will just say, "The job is not done yet," and then pick up the little cub carefully in my little blanket from my backpack.
Okay, so Obsidian, you bend over and you cradle the mother fox. And Thiljamar, you bend over, and with reluctance, the mother fox allows you to pick up the kit, albeit not without Elodie's help with her ability to communicate to the mother what's happening. You folks are now departing on your way, following Brannick to his village. Does anybody need to pee?
Yes.
Okay,
All right, quick break.
go pee.
I see the work has called me, so I'll call them back in the break.
Okay. Go
Mhm.
go pee and go call work.
Be right back.
All right, is everyone back and ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
So let me see. We left off with the party heading to Brannick's village. Thiljamar is holding the fox mother. No, Obsidian is holding the
No.
fox mother, and
Yeah.
Thiljamar is holding the kit, and Elodie is
Barely holding herself together.
keeping things together as much as she possibly can. It is about a 2-hour or so walk here. During this time, I'm going to allow for some questions and that you guys want to have, whether with each other or with Brannick or not. So you all can take the lead from here, and I'll call it when I feel like we are arrived in the village.
Is Brannick walking in the front or the back?
So we have Brannick in the front. He is leading the way. It is along the trail, but still there are some small cutoffs here and there. Immediately following Brannick is actually both, I'll say the big boys, Dojamar and Obsidian. And Elodie, you are actually bringing up the rear. You are behind, mainly because as Obsidian is carrying the fox mother and Throjamar the kit, he is cradling, or they're being cradled in such a way that the fox mother can still make eye contact with you, and you feel that in doing so, you're able to give her some level of comfort, as you are the only one that she was able to bond with and talk to. But yeah.
Is my speak with animals still up?
Y-
It's 10 minutes, so I'm assuming not.
Your speak with animals is 10 minutes, but it's ritual, so you can cast it again. It doesn't take up a slot, right?
Mhm.
Well, I can. It'll take me 10 minutes to do, but I heckin' will.
Okay, we're gonna assume that you have done that and you have it available to you now.
Okay. Then Elodie will just keep talking with the fox mainly, and she will ask, "So what happened? Was it the wolves that hurt you?"
The fox mother kind of looks at you with pain and strain, and it looks like she's just fighting with her injuries, and again you feel this kind of weird disruption in the connection, much different than what you normally have with other animals that you've spoken to. You've spoken to animals your entire life, and she responds with, "It was the wolves. They've never done anything like this before. I don't understand." And maybe it was, and her voice kind of trails off. She kind of goes through a spasm of pain and discomfort.
Please don't overexert yourself. First of all, I just want to say that I am so incredibly sorry for your children. I can't even imagine how painful that must have been for you. So I don't want you to think too much. Just try and rest as much as you can. But know that we will do whatever is in our power to help both you and your little baby. So please rest. And she steps away a little bit.
The mother fox nods at you, or looks at you with eyes that show understanding. You hear just one kind of final plea before she kind of fades. She's kind of going in and out, not necessarily of consciousness, but of just being kind of drowned out by the pain. And she just says, "Just save her," is what you can hear. The party.
Do I?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So this disruption in the connection, am I able to sense what's causing it? I've not experienced anything like it, not even in my forest.
You can roll an Arcana check.
Because I am so good at Arcana. Okay. Oh my god, that's my first decent roll of today.
Yeah. So you can tell. I mean, it would have been more of a history roll, but you've never experienced anything like this before. But from what you can feel and tell, as you are attuned to nature and the druidic powers, that it's something that is not natural. You don't have much experience with magic in general outside of your own druidic powers and what you've been brought up in with your grandmother. And from what you can tell, you can tell with certainty that it is something that doesn't belong. Doesn't belong here.
Okay, so I just give the fox one last reassuring head nod,
Mm-hmm.
and started making my way to the front to walk next to Brannick.
Making my way.
Making my way.
As you walk towards Brannick, you have to steady your pace up quite a bit, and the scurrying feet of Elodie is heard by your two companions that are holding the fox mother and Kit. As you glance over to them, you kind of wonder, what are they going through right now? What are they thinking, and what are they feeling?
Uh,
Are you guys okay
I'm
back
thinking-
here?
Heard Toffee.
Yes. All is well. I'm just recuperating from the battle. I keep darting my eyes ahead as what happened before could happen again. But I'm mostly just focusing on keeping the little one safe. And as to try to reassure Elodie, I take the blanket to uncover the head of the little kid,
Mhm.
and just to show her the state of it.
So the kit looks very weary, dehydrated, fatigued. It again doesn't look to be very have any physical injury, but you, by looking at her, you can tell that there is something that is not quite well with the kit.
Then, sorry, go on.
No. Go on.
I was just gonna say that I take my water skin out and just try to have it drink a bit, cleanse out its system.
That's literally what I was gonna do. So
The kit takes some of the water, at first kind of recoils, but once it's able to taste the water, it's okay, and it starts to drink it with more energy. As you continue along your path, you notice Brannick is silent as he walks forward. Hi, Toffee. And he turns slightly back towards the party and says, "I'm sorry for how we met. I hope you understand that what I saw, I don't see often. And I've never seen you or your kind anywhere before here. And I cannot say with certainty that as you enter my village that you will receive a warm welcome, but know that I trust you, I respect you, and the compassion that you've shown my world, and I have your back."
well, Obsidian noticed something interesting. Obsidian is my friend over here. He noticed something interesting with the wolves that had attacked the foxes, didn't you, Obsidian?
I did. Seemed like they were either infected or possessed. They had, you said green ooze, Echo?
Yeah.
They had green ooze coming out of their mouth, their ears, and their eyes.
I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, there was rumors, but I don't. We'll head to the village. We'll see what our elders have to say. Please do your best to be on your be warm, be as kind as you can. They don't take well to strangers, even ones with such a noble cause and heart as you've shown thus far. As you guys round the bend, you notice it kind of open up to the village. Brannick gestures, goes to the village, says, "There's Renvik. It's not much, but it is what it is." And what it is a it's a small village with the city center kind of being between two larger rivers. There are a number of tributaries or small rivers that branch off from these two larger ones. The city center, there are a number of large buildings with the village kind of sprawling out to the edges quite a distance. So it's not a very, it wouldn't be considered a city or a town, but it is a village that has intertwined itself with the natural landscape. It survives, as you can tell, just by kind of observing on agriculture. You see some farms here and there. Brannick reassures the party, the people here, they're not mad, they're not angry, they're not mean, they're just protective. Don't take their silence for anything more than just fear. Before we enter the village, is there any last questions or things you guys want to talk to one another about?
First of all, I would just want to tell Brannick that I understand the situation, and I tell him in reassurance, being wary is good. Being wary keeps you up. It keeps you alive.
Brannick,
Then I look.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, then I just look at my team and like raise an eyebrow in case they want to add anything else to it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they do or not. I hear crunching over there.
Sorry, I was snacking. Elodie nods in agreement and says, absolutely, being wary is a sure way to protect yourself. However, sometimes you need to be willing to let that wall a little bit as well, because you never know who you're going to meet. And she gives a little smile to Obsidian and Thildramar as well.
Brannick nods in agreement and says, all I know is to protect. Sometimes it gets a little confusing on what we're protecting, though. And with that, you guys start entering the city. I'm going to give Thildramar an inspiration to be used. And we are going to enter...
That's a weird name.
Renvik. What, Renvik's a weird name? That's a great name.
No, I thought the name was ha ha ha.
Hiya. We enter a Renvik. Okay, there we go. And of course, things are not as I wanted them to be. So let me do that.
All right, it'll be fixed by the time I see it.
Boom. Okay. So in the lower right corner, this is your party, or your guys' party.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys can move that or if only I can move that. I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but
I can move it.
okay, great. As long as you guys can move it, it's fine. If not, I can move it. And I need to
I
add one.
am still waiting for the map to load.
Oh, okie dokie.
What's that?
I'm super delayed.
Let
was telling-
me-
Taking this earlier.
Can
Mhm.
you refresh, maybe? Because you had a internet burp earlier. Maybe that's what happened.
I mean, I can try.
It doesn't collapse anything on our end, so go for it.
Nice.
Let me
Okay.
turn this sideways so I can see better.
So you can see, I'm gonna move. There you go. Did you see the token move, or was that you?
That was me moving.
Okay. Sada, can you see this token moving?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. So we're connected.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Yay.
Okay. What was I saying now? We entered, I believe. I said, about the people. So although the people may feel or seem cold, they're just weary and protective, like I mentioned. So we entered the town, and we're entering from this side. That's your party icon, and this is Brannick's icon. Hold on, what is this? Okay. Brannick looks at the party and says, they're not looking too well. We need to take them directly to Selin. And so I am going to add. Right, this is supposed to be already added, but it's not. And let me boop. And Brannick speeds up
Mhm.
his pace and walks over to Selin's hut, which is here.
I
I
follow.
think we'll just. Sorry, go on. So I think we take a slightly slower pace just so we don't aggravate any injuries the cows may have.
Okay.
Not Elodie, though. She doesn't. She just follows, speed walks behind him.
And Obsidian,
Yes.
how are you paced behind Brannick, who is rushing over to the healer's hut?
I'm walking at a slower pace.
So as Brannick and Elodie arrive to Selin's hut, Brannick explains, "Sir, there were wolves. They attacked. There's a fox and a kid. They might survive." Selin looks around like, "Where are they?" And Brannick looks behind and sees Diljamar and Obsidian kind of just sauntering over with purpose, yet much slower than he'd like. Selin
like
looks at you guys and gestures over. Get over here right now. And she can. Elodie is able to hear her mutter under her breath, "Damn outsiders. Outsiders."
Will be. I just speak slightly hard so they can hear me from wherever I am. That we'll get there. We just don't want to aggravate the little ones.
Elodie's cheeks are just getting extremely flushed after hearing Selin and also watching her two friends walk super slowly over.
It's not
Oh,
So
we don't-
sorry about
I don't
them.
want to aggravate the wounds.
So since they're still walking slowly, Brannick and
I'm
Selin.
walking that slowly. I'm not
Well-
running.
All right, so
slower than him running.
So do you guys get there yet, or are you guys still sauntering over? or-
I would say we
It's
get
not.
there.
It's not like we're dragging our feet. We're just walking at like a slightly faster walk pace, but we're not running to jaunt the bodies like up and down.
Okay. So are you guys there yet?
Yes.
I don't know how
Yes,
far
we're
away
there
is
yet.
it.
Well, there's a little
Oh.
tokeny icony thingy, and he ran there really quickly. So if it takes you 3 times as long, then you're 3 times as slow.
Okay, so if it took him 15 seconds, it takes us what, a minute?
Yeah.
So is it really that slow?
Yes. It is really that slow. As you guys approach the Selen's hut, she immediately recognizes the injuries on the mother and places her on her table. Begins to unbandage the carefully bound wound that Dildramar prepared, and is greeted with just you know, a cut or a bite wound. She's not really exactly sure what it came from, but it kind of has a scarring to it already, and there's other parts of it that seem to be healed already, and she's not quite sure what to make of the wound. She whispers to Brannick, and I want all three of you to roll in perception check, please.
Ooh. Perception.
So Obsidian and Elodie see Selen kind of whisper something to Brannick. Dildramar is able to make out just a few words, and the words are, "What? I've never." And that's all that he can actually pick out from what he said. Well, what she said to Brannick. At this point, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say a bit out loud that it sounds quite more serious than I would have initially thought.
And
Like
Elodie
those words specifically.
And Elodie will crouch down in front of the fox mother and hold its paw and look up to Selen and say, "Can you help her?"
Selen looks down at the mother, and at this point, you all can hear outside of the windows, kind of other villagers are kind of walking over, and they are particularly curious and kind of, you know, weary. They're talking, but they're kind of huddled together in groups as they look at this very unique group of adventurers, particularly Obsidian and Thildramar. And Selen glances outside, and she sees this kind of small, you know, bit of attention coming around her hut. And she opens the window and says, "Get out of here! There's nothing to see here." She shuts the window and she looks back at Elodie, and she's like, I'm gonna do my best. I don't really know, you know, I don't really know what this is. What are you three doing right now?
I think Obsidian is standing by the door entrance with his back towards everyone else, just looking out towards the rest of the village.
Okay.
Elodie is still crouched in front of the fox mother and just gently stroking her paw, trying to soothe her and calm her. Just really her full attention is on what's happening in this room, not really so much on what's happening outside.
I am then trying to look over Elodie, check on the cubs, and just ask if they're at the very least stable.
Okay. So Obsidian is kind of, you know, in a protector kind of pose, it looks like, with his back facing the group, but he is keeping keen alertness to what's happening outside. He's aware of the attention that your party is getting, and just wants to make sure that it's nothing that's bad or malicious or evil in any way. Inside the hut, Brannick and Selin are kind of flipping through books and looking through scrolls and thinking of what they can do or how they can help. They both respond to, or Selin responds to Thildramar with, they seem to be stable, or the mother seems to be stable, but I don't know how long this is going, how long it's going to last. She asks you folks, or she asks Elodie and Thildramar, do you guys have any idea about what we could do? Is there anything from where you're from that could help?
Unfortunately, not to my knowledge. I have seen similar, but not the same. In the forest where I am from, there is a sickness that has taken over and disrupted the balance, but from what I can tell, this is not the same. It could be, but I truly don't think so. This seems very unique.
What is this sickness that you've experienced before? Tell me about it. Maybe I can piece it together somehow.
If you could, that would be of great help, because I have consulted with Sylvanas, I have consulted with my grandmother, and I have gotten nowhere. And this seems to be beyond our knowledge. It started a few months ago, when I was out on one of my walks, and I noticed an injured baby badger. He was limping, but I couldn't see a wound on him. So that's why that was the first thing I thought of when I saw the little kit here. But then he started to get these shakes and shivers, and I brought him straight home to my grandmother, and she tried everything. Unfortunately, I am not a skilled healer myself, but she is. But nothing that she did was able to save this poor animal. And after a few minutes of trying, the shaking stopped, and out of its mouth, just so much blood, and out from its eyes as well. And I will never forget the scream. It was heartbreaking and earth-shattering at the same time. And within a couple of seconds, it was gone. And at first we thought maybe this was an isolated incident, but I noticed the mushrooms stopped growing. The grass turned a shade of brown, despite it being spring. And the leaves started falling, and nothing was able to cling to life. We kept finding deceased animals wherever we went, to the point where the ones who were still alive would flee to try and get out. And I don't know what happened to them. Hopefully they've found a new and good life for themselves, but I'm not sure. But I really want to find out what's causing all of this. So if you have ever heard or seen anything like this, then please let me know.
Selin looks at you and is like, I was asking you for help. I wanted your help, and you're asking me for help? She looks away with disgust, still kind of pondering how she can possibly help this tragedy unfolding in front of her. And she finally sighs and turns to Brannick and says, take them to Mara. She'll know what to do. Brannick looks at Selin and says, All right, you do what you need to do here, and we'll try to find out some answers over there. Brannick motions to Elodie, understanding her good intentions, grabs Thorjamar by the shoulder as well, reassuring both of them that the mother and Kit are in the best possible hands available. As they near the door, Brannick makes a friendly but guttural sound to Obsidian, letting him know that we're coming through and that we are going to be leaving the healer's hut. It's a somber tone. You guys are feeling helpless. Even though they've been stabilized, you're feeling a bit, was it enough? Were we too late? What do we do from here? As you leave Selin's hut, you are guided by Brannick to Mara. And as you are walking to Mara, Brannick, let me do the house. Here's Mara. Brannick expresses or tells you folks a little bit about this this village. So we're gonna kind of walk really slow. We're doing the saunter. We're gonna like kind of okay. We're doing a little bit of walk because Selin, she's she's great. She is my go-to. If you look at her hut, you see the the kind of sprawl and filth, and it's not as kept as it used to be. Her faith seems to have faded with the years, but she is still our lifeline when it comes to anything related to medicine, health, and as such, hope. She's in the best hands. I'm sorry, the fox and the kid are in the best hands possible. All we can do now is wait. As you walk through, you guys notice the villagers that once were gathering around Selin's hut are kind of more dispersed. You notice they're very curiously glancing at Thildramar and Obsidian specifically. They've not. It appears that they haven't seen any of your kind, if not ever, definitely not recently. The eyes are of curiosity and not laced with anger or hatred. As this party nears Mara's building, it's a much larger building than Selin's hut. It looks to be kind of the meeting area of the village. Before you hear Brannick's description, you can already tell that this is the elder of the village. This is the one they go to for not just answers but choices, the big decisions. Brannick, during this slow saunter, tells you a bit about Mara. Says, whatever you do, be honest. Whatever you do, just don't be caught in a lie. She explains that Mara may like you or she may dislike you, but either way, you're not really going to know. Your best bet is to just be as upfront as possible, say exactly how you feel, and not take offense to her response or reactions. It appears that he doesn't have like a great relationship with Mara, but it is one of respect and reverence still for her position. And he lets you folks know that I'm going to introduce you to her. You will introduce yourself to her. I'll explain how we met. But after that, you guys are on your own. Before you three enter, Brannick lets you know that he will enter first, and you guys can gather yourselves for a minute. Brannick goes and enters Mara's hall and leaves you three outside. How do you folks? What do you guys say as Brannick is inside with Mara?
Well, Elodie takes a deep breath. She feels very taken aback by Sellen's response to her story. She feels near ashamed that she couldn't help, and she feels entirely useless at this point. So she looks to her friends and says, "How are you guys feeling right now? Are you okay?"
I just smile and nod, and I say, just keep your chin up. We are on this road to help, and help we shall, regardless of what the witch says and regardless of what the granny says. As I don't quite initially like the character of this Mara person.
Obsidian nods his head as well.
So as you guys have your little discussion outside, Brannick is inside, and he has explained to Mara the circumstances of him finding you. He does it laced with positive exaggerations and respect and reverence for the party, as he is consistent with how he feels to you and how he describes you to Mara. He comes outside hurriedly and says, come in, let's talk." You three enter the hall, and you see an elderly woman. She's maybe early 60s. She looks far older than she actually is. She's got sharp, darty, like hawk eyes. Um, a wrinkled face with hands that are look really strong, like eagle talon kind of strong. She carries herself, even though she is hunched over, with kind of a hidden strength. Albeit when she opens her mouth, you can tell that there is weakness in her own confidence, whether it be in herself or other people. Come in, she says. Elodie goes in first, followed by Obsidian and then Thiljamar, and you all three take a seat. She is sitting in what looks like not like a throne, but just like how a storyteller would sit in a chair on the ground, and you guys are on slightly like benches, kind of like arranged as you would in like a coliseum, like small miniature, like a theater. So it's kind of around her in a semicircle. As you sit, she says, "My name is Mara Venel. Who are you, and why are you here?"
Is she gesturing towards either of us, or is it just a general question to the room?
It's a general question to the party.
All right, well, Elodie will be very quiet and wait for someone else to talk because she is very nervous.
What's his name? Brannick. Didn't he say when we come in we need to introduce ourselves?
Yeah. This is your introduction period right here. Who are you, and why are you here?
Oh, I can do. I'll start. I'm Obsidian Bloodcrag. I'm not really here for anything. These two seem to care about the foxes, so I'm willing to help where and when I can.
Then I just raise myself up, looking a bit downwards towards them. I just say I'm Thildrimar, on a quest to help, and help I shall. And I don't say anything more. But I have a question. When you explained her characteristics of being strong, do we all know that, or do we have to roll for that?
These are general perception that anybody can tell by looking at them. If you want to know more,
Okay.
then you can roll insight or anything like that, or perception.
That's it for now. Just quietly stand down again.
Elodie then copies Thildramar, standing up and gives a little bow. I'm Elodie. I am here because I sense the fox's pain and the disruption in the balance. And all we want is to help, if we may. And then she just sits down really fast again.
Okay. Mara looks at the group and she responds with, Brannick tells me a different story from what I am seeing with my eyes right now. You, as she gestures to Obsidian, say you were here not because you care, but because they care. Gestures to Thildramar and says, you are here to help and only to help. And gestures to Elodie and says, and you are here to stop pain. What he tells me is that you guys are far more than that. Why is there such a difference?
Well, once I just say in a stoic voice, one's belief does not have to be the most all-encompassing. What he believes about us may be true, but it is what he believes about us.
So are you saying he is not telling the truth?
He's telling his truth.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your truth? Is it
Exactly
merely
as I said.
is it merely that, or is there more to it?
Well, the more you ask, the more it shall be. But the most important goal is there in our words, and it is up to you if you choose to believe that or not.
Mara looks at Elodie and says, what are your thoughts? Not ones that are from him, as she gestures to Thildramar, but what do you think? Why are you here?
Elodie just kind of jumps in her seat a little bit at being addressed directly. She is incredibly scared in this moment. And she says, well, I think that I am here. Well, my journey started for, I don't know if I would call it a selfish reason, but I feel so helpless. I feel like I am not able to do the things I am supposed to do. And I need to find a way to do them because I cannot sit by and watch the world around me die. And then she looks down and kind of folds her hands in her lap. And it almost looks as if she's about to start crying.
Mara listens to the words that you all three have said, and she glances at Brannick, and she looks at him and nods her head and goes, "They do speak their mind, don't they?" Brannick cracks a smile, looking back at the group. She her demeanor changes to that of not warmth, not just warmth, but of vulnerability. And you can see her shoulders kind of go from being very rigid to relaxed, but just kind of like pained. And she leans to one side of her chair, no longer that kind of strong display of a woman that you just saw mere moments ago. And she gives an exhale and says, "Finally." And Brannick kind of looks at the group, nods, as if saying, "Well done." The kind of feeling that you guys get from her now is one of that it was a test of not just doing or what you're supposed to, but saying what is real. She beckons you all closer to her. Firstly to Elodie, and she said, come closer. Let me tell you about Renvik."
She walks closer, but very slowly and a bit timid-like.
Did you say she's sauntering over?
Yes.
Yeah, one could say a slow saunter. Mara does the same to Thiljamar and Obsidian, gesturing them to come just a little closer to where she is seated.
I see no reason not to approach, so I shall just get closer.
Okay.
And try not to make too much noise.
Okay, so you draw a little bit closer. Obsidian, what do you kind of do in response to Mara's gesture?
I also get closer.
Okay.
I'm assuming since she's old, she's of a smaller stature.
She is actually in her current state about the same size as Elodie. But sorry,
I'm not
Elodie.
small.
Shots fired again. But she is.
So when I get in front of her, I'll kneel down on like my knees, like sitting in front of like a grandmother.
Yes, exactly.
As you
Okay,
would.
perfect. So as you know, Elodie draws closer, much like a child would to her grandmother, as Thiljamar gets closer as well in his armor, and he sits much like a priest would to someone who is in need of care or counsel. Obsidian does the same, just getting on a knee, showing respect and reverence for this figure that just moments ago they were almost at odds with. She kind of gestures to Brannick that he can leave. She kind of like gives him you can go now. Brannick nodding, knowing full well that this is going to happen, as he had great faith in what he already saw when he first met the party. He leaves and he goes out into the direction of Selen's hut. As he leaves, Mara says, I don't want to trouble you all with the problems, who we are and everything, but I want to thank you for taking care of what matters most. And she kind of glances over to Selen's hut. She asks you with a sense of genuine concern, what do you want from us? What can what can we do for you?
We could very much ask you the same. We are on our way to Luskin. Do we know the way to Luskin?
Yeah,
DM?
you guys know like
Yeah,
the
okay.
general direction because there's signposts and whatnot. But yeah,
Well, we're headed for Luskin. And while we should be able to make our way over there, we still could potentially use a place to rest, and maybe also if there's anything you need from us, we would be more than happy to assist.
you notice. Actually, I want you to roll an insight check for me, all of you.
Ooh.
An insight.
Yeah, insight. Wow, Elodie.
Finally.
Wow, Obsidian.
Damn.
Okay, so, as Elodie is speaking to Mara, Thiljamar is very drawn to her words and is very taken in by the seemingly selfless statements made by Mara. Obsidian and Elodie notice all the same, just genuine warmth. This woman is telling the truth and wants nothing but the best for her world, as she said. However, you notice her body kind of flinch and her brow furrow greatly at the mention of Luskin.
Ooh.
She continues with, heading to Luskin. Well, why would you want to go there?
I'm so tempted to pull Frodo. Our reasons are our own. But I won't.
Well, I kind of gave you guys your own kind of reason in when we first started that was not of your guys' choosing. So I can just so
Mhm.
Elodie's was there because obviously she's leaving to look for the source. Obsidian heard of a mining company in Luskin, and you think there might have some ties to what happened to your tribe. And Thiljamar, you are going to the temple of Torm there, and you are seeking out, to better your I guess your path that you've set up before you, how to do
Mhm.
that better and to be amongst others, and kind of get direction, if you would, from the temple there.
Okay, then I say my reason
Okay. How do you
without
say your
having to
reason?
actually speak it out.
Yeah. Uh-oh, did we lose him?
Maybe.
Static?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
no,
I
here.
want speak it out. Tell me what you tell her.
Oh, I thought that's what I was trying to avoid, but okay.
Well, just know it matters.
Okay.
Everything matters.
I already forgot the name of the place. Luskin?
Yes, Luskin.
Yes.
Well, I'm heading to Luskin to find a mining company that might be part of why the volcano of where my tribe lived decided to activate and kill a good amount of my tribe off.
Everyone roll another insight check.
Or insight. I'm never gonna get better than a 19. Plus 0. Oh, never mind.
Oh my goodness. So
well, you didn't get better than 19.
So, you mentioned your story and your reason for wanting to go to Luskin, and Elodie nods and is like, that's exactly why Obsidian is, he does disclose everything to a complete stranger he just met, but hey, that's the truth. That's what it is. Thildramar and Obsidian, in watching her response, notice when you mention the word mining and mining company, that same kind of pain kind of rifles through her body again. It's dismissed just as quickly, and she looks at Obsidian and says, "Ah, I hope you do. I hope you do." She looks back
So-
at. Oh, go ahead.
So Obsidian has noticed her do this little shudder twice now, right?
Yes, he has.
So he's going to, he's still staying on his knees, but since he has that cobra head, he's going to extend his neck and head towards her
Mm-hmm.
and ask why she shudders at the name of the town and the mine.
She, because of how the entrance of the party was and the introduction from Brannick, does feel a trust and comfort with you enough that there is no need for an intimidation or any sort of check in that matter. She does feel a connection to you and to the party, and she says, I can't say more, but I will say perspective is everything, and what might seem right to some may not be right to others. Only you can decide, as I had to. And she kind of sighs as she looks out of the window, and she looks back at you and says, those Luskin has brought much pain, but they're not all to blame. At that moment, Brannick can be heard running from outside. You hear his heavy boots knocking against the trail. Before he enters, is there any final thing that any of you want to say to Mara before Brannick busts through the door?
What do you mean?
Well, that's cryptic.
Mara looks at Elodie and says, I've said all I can. Maybe I'll tell you more if I feel it would be to your benefit. At that moment, Brannick busts through the door and, speaking directly to Mara, when he rushes through the door, it opens with such force that Thildramar and Obsidian both stand on their feet really quickly. Elodie grabs onto her quarterstaff and kind of like uses it to brace herself as she stands up. Mara kind of sits up into her chair with a quickness that you really didn't think she could possess, because she was really kind of chilling in her chair for a bit. And Brannick says, Mara, Selin needs you. The Fox, the Kit, they need help. Brannick immediately leaves through where he came in the direction of Selin's hut. What do you guys do?
I run after him.
Okay.
I do believe I will also just start hurrying myself over there because I started to take a liking after the little ones.
I will saunter over.
Okay.
Snacking on berries.
Snacking on berries.
Snacking on berries.
So as you as Elodie and Thildramar are following Brannick, you notice that he's not running specifically or directly to Selen's hut. He is actually heading to a different direction, a little more northerly direction. As you notice this, Jamar, you yell behind, Obsidian, this fucking way, as you see him sauntering with his berries.
Seeing
And
that he's not heading towards where we left them,
Mhm.
he will pick up pace.
Good. Obsidian decides from the urgency in Jamar's voice and the notice again that he's not going to Selen's hut. He picks up his pace and immediately catches up to the group. Mara is kind of, I mean, she's old, so she's slowly, making her way, walking fast.
I might be able to carry her
Pace fast.
as a barbarian. I have a pretty high lift weight.
Okay. I mean, you guys gotta tell me what you guys want to do. Like, if you guys want to do stuff, you just tell me. Do we want to try to carry her?
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
Grandma piggyback. Grandma piggyback.
I don't know if it's actually on here what my lift and.
You don't have to worry. You can just do a strength check, and I'll determine the difficulty.
Okay, I'll do the strength.
Yeah, just a strength check.
I just have a vision of Obsidian and
nope, that's
Mara just walking slowly, eating berries, both of them.
Me too. Okay, you start to dash towards the group, but you see Mara is just still getting out of her chair. So you run back in there, and you tell Mara, "Let me help you." You get down on your knee. She smiles and lets you kind of cradle her small, yet muscular kind of, form, and you head out the door. You yell out to Thiljamar and Elodie that you are coming, but you've got company. You've got Mara with you. So
you got baggage.
Yeah, you got some extra baggage. So you guys are heading over to a place on the map that is, I think it's here. It's right north of here. And let me set up.
Yay, new map.
Sorry, no, the map was there for a while, eh?
Oh, no, it's good.
Okay. Shit. Don't look at things. There's
I
like
saw it.
two.
I did not.
There's like there's two versions of things on here. That's why. Hold on. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, it's this. It's kind of the no, it's not the same way on Roll20.
No,
Roll20, you have different layers.
Well, I made a second encounter, so I didn't take off the old
Encounter.
ones. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay. I just have to do this. Where is Elodie? Jamar? Bloodfang? Brannick? Ellen? Don't worry, I'm gonna move them around. They're not gonna be stacked like this. Okay.
We're all huddled up. I like it.
Boop. Okay. I think it was like this. You guys can sort how you three want to be here. I will describe the situation. So
I was gonna ask a system thing for the map. When you put up the grid, does it not have an option to have you snap to the nearest square?
I believe it can, but I don't.
That might help you and help us with keeping us like where we need to be and not like in the middle of boxes.
There probably is a way, but I haven't sorted that part
That's fine.
out yet. Yeah, I'll look at that.
Oh, we can just aim.
I mean, it's not too
That's
bad,
fine.
but
No.
okay.
It's not. I'm just saying to make things easier next time.
Yeah. Okay, so you folks, as you are, I guess that's a little before, but as you guys arrive at this location, Brannick tells you all where you guys are headed. So this Gosh darn it. Sorry, I can't find my thingy. Okay. You arrive at the Flow Shrine, is what it's called. Brannick tells you all this is the most sacred place in the village. This is the Flow Shrine. And what it looks like to you is it, as you walk along this trail that you guys are running on, it kind of opens up, as you can see the trees on both the left and the right, into this kind of nice, kind of sheltered area. The backdrop or behind is the riverbank, and up from the ground is this natural kind of aquifer. So this natural water is bubbling up out of the ground. It's about 5 to 6 feet wide in diameter, and there is kind of a rock formation kind of jutting up around it about 5 to 6 feet high. So it's kind of creating kind of like a small little wall around it on the backside. There are a number of trees coming out of the kind of stone wall that is surrounding the shrine area. You notice the water is slowly bubbling up and also kind of dispersing in a natural kind of circulatory way. The water seems clean and pure. The time now is in the kind of the evening. There's still enough light to see, but you are able to kind of just get this feeling that the day is coming to an end. Most of the villagers have kind of gone back either to their homes, or they have kind of scattered out of the city center where you folks are and kind of gone to the sparser populated areas outside of the city square, which was the map that you guys saw earlier. The sound that you hear when you folks arrive is Selin and her assistant breathing heavily. They ran from her hut. You can hear Selin yelling back at her assistant, get back to the hut. I need more poultices. I need more bandages. Her assistant leaves in a hurry. Brannick, standing next to Selin, is looking at the fox and the kit with grave concern. What do you guys think? What are you guys doing right now? The fox, I'm sorry, and the kit are currently on the stone areas right in front of Selin. And before you respond, I'm sorry if I have to say one thing. Brannick mentioned that this is a very sacred place. This is where we go to clean our tools before, butchering, like cooking things. This is where Selin goes to make her medicine. This is our source of cleaning, our source of hope. What are you guys doing?
So both of them are up there?
What do you mean both of them? Brannick and...
No, like the
yes.
mother fox and
Yes.
the baby fox?
Yes, they're both they're both there.
And we know the baby fox, as far as we can tell, wasn't infected by this stuff, but we know the mother is.
As of now, you all know technically nothing. What you have observed is nothing for the kit. And for the mother, you've noticed a wound that has been partially healed and partially kind of scarred and more deteriorated. And so she actually has a physical kind of wound. Around the Flow Shrine, you notice like tools and other such things used for medicine or cooking that are kind of been shoved aside to make a space for the fox mother and her kit.
Okay, so they were put up there?
They're laid in front there. So that's basically the area where they would kind of ceremoniously wash the tools. And so the fox mother and the kit are there now as they're kind of there to be ceremoniously kind of part of that activity as well.
Okay. If they put them up there themselves, then Because I was worried about maybe the mother getting into the water and then maybe corrupting or messing up the water. But I mean, they put them up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Wait.
How do you guys look at animal handling?
What do you mean?
Like, what's your plus in animal handling?
+5?
I got a 4.
You got it then.
All right. Elodie will, as she's a little bit out of breath from running, she will first, because she's now getting very scared that it might be something similar to what she has seen before, she will look to Selin and ask, "What happened? Why are you here? What's going on? Are they shaking? Can I see, like, are the animals shaking? Are they laying still?"
Roll a perception check.
22.
Ooh.
So you say what you said to Selin, and at the same time you glance at the fox and the kid, and you notice both of them are trembling. You're not sure, again, what the cause is, but you can vividly see convulsions and snarling sounds coming from the mother, and it is um, obvious just for you to see that. I want you to roll for me a survival or nature check.
Fucking
You're
6.
you're unable to tell what could be causing this sort of noise that the fox mother is making, but you can tell it's making noise. It's making noise.
All right. I will run over to the fox mother and grab a petal from my little flower, and I will put it in my hand and just gently lay my hands on her and start a silent prayer to Sylvanas
So
to try and calm her.
so
I'm not casting anything. I'm just doing that.
as you do that, Selin instinctively grabs your hand and yells, "Wait, no!" And Brannick, at that same moment, grabs Selin's hand and says, "Let it be." Selin loosens her grip on your hand, allowing you to proceed with your. You can describe it.
Okay. So again, she takes a little petal from her flower and lays both of her hands one on top of the other on near the heart of the fox mother. Looks at her briefly, tries to get eye contact to let her know that she's going to try to help. And she starts a very silent prayer to her god Sylvanas and asks him to please spare this creature from any pain. Let her find comfort and help her through whatever this is, just to try to calm her down.
Okay. I shall give you an inspiration for that as well. You lay your hand on the fox mother, and you feel like a pulse or like a hum under your hand, and slowly it builds up into a snarl, actually. And the fox mother kind of like jerks her head back and looks at you, and you don't see what you expect to see. She seems angry and just frustrated, and I want you to hold on. I want you to roll an animal handling check, please.
13.
So your attempts to kind of soothe the fox, which seemed to work for an instant, do not. The fox mother kind of jolts her body in such a way, and it pushes your hand off of her. Selin kind of looks at you with eyes of, we're all doing our best, and she kind of looks over to Mara and is like, what do we do? I don't know what to do.
While that happens, can I similarly check on the cub and try to get more information about what
Yes.
the cub is doing, how it's feeling?
Yes, you can. What is your
Okay.
purpose for looking at it? Like, what are you trying to uncover?
First of all, if it has, I'm trying to just see the health of it. Like if it's gotten much worse or slightly better than when I last left it.
Okay. Investigation check will work.
Okay. It's a +2. And before I do that, can I cast guidance on myself so I can get a +1d4?
Yes, you can.
Because I want to be sure. Okay. So I will cast guidance. And I can investigation.
Did the D4 work with that?
No. I have to
There
click
we
on
go.
the D4.
There we go. Okay.
So 25 total.
Yeah. So you got it. I think maybe you click the bonus then either way it doesn't. We can do simple math like that. So you look over to the kit and you notice that it is, as you wanted to see if it was doing better or worse than before, it is not any better. In fact, it is definitely taking a turn for the worse. It has its fur has been kind of like just pulsing out as if it is no longer laying flat in a relaxed state. It's kind of energized or jolting out of its body a bit, like it's scared or startled. It's having convulsions that's coming in waves. Sometimes for a few seconds it's completely fine in breathing, and then you can see it kind of seizing up and then kind of relaxing again a short time after. Its brow is furrowed. It's definitely showing that it is in pain.
Do I have any reason to think that that something magical is affecting it?
I mean, maybe if you roll Arcana, you could find out if there's magical something about it, maybe.
Will you let me roll Arcana to find out?
I will let you roll Arcana to find out.
Okay.
Don't forget you have inspiration as well if you want to use it.
So you are as you're examining the kit, you are trying to see if there's anything that could be sourced to something magical, something that is not maybe a physical ailment or like a poison berry or maybe a broken rib, internal bleeding. You're trying to see if there's anything that is arcane that's causing this to happen, and you're unable to decipher whether or not this is something that could or could not be arcane or not. You just can't tell.
Then I'll just do my best in trying to calm the little cub.
Okay. How do you do that?
Almost as if I'm like slowly petting the side, like just slowly petting the side of it, just trying to go against the convulsions, just applying a bit of pressure and a bit of pressure, trying to stabilize it basically.
So as you do this, Mara looks at both Elodie and Thiljamar's actions, and she has a look of like hope, I guess. And she kind of straightens up her posture a bit, and she kind of yells over to Selin and Brannick, and with a voice that you can't, you didn't think that would come from her frame. She's like, "We have to do something. We can't just sit here and watch." Brannick and Selin look at each other, and they look at the party, looking for one more thought, idea from any one of you that could help.
I mean, they were brought there to get cleaned, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess while those two are dealing with the kit and the mother, I guess while they're distracted, I can try and get water and use it on them.
Okay, so you bend
Mainly
over.
the mother for where the wound is.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the kit. Maybe just have it drink it. Maybe pour it on them.
Okay, so we'll first do your first action. So you grab one of the pots that I mentioned was nearby, and you fill it with some of the water from the shrine. And again, Selin kind of instinctively reaches out to you to make you stop, but Brannick again holds her back. As you fill this small pot up with water, you are careful not to touch the shrine in any way that would be seen as desecration. You fill the pot up and you bring it over to the fox mother. So I'm going to, if you can move, we're going to move you guys over.
I have
And
to, on mobile, I have to constantly like flip in between
yeah.
screens.
Oh, sorry. I moved you. You're good. I'll move you for the time being. Okay. Elodie's going to go there. Sure. Whichever way you want to. Well, so if you see to the left of Selin, you see this little curved area here? That is where the mother and the kit both are. They're both there. So yeah, so technically we can put you guys you guys are both here. You guys are just like here. We'll just put you guys together. Okay. So Obsidian gets some of the water from the flow shrine and describe what you do. What did you say?
Well, for the mother, I was gonna like lightly pour it on the wound that she has.
Okay. So you pour the water onto the fox mother, and what do you do with the kit?
Well, the kit has no visible signs on the outside of woundage and or corruption, so I'm gonna have him drink the water.
Okay. So you and Thildramar, as he's already petting the kit, kind of after pouring the water first, you pour the water on the mother, and Selin looks at you with eyes emptied of hope and says, "I tried that." As you sigh, you still take the water to the kit, and with Thildramar's help, you are able to kind of angle some of the water into the kit's mouth. It at first again kind of recoils a bit, but then drinks it. You lay its head back down onto the stone, and Selin sighs and said, "We tried that too." Looking now at this kind of situation, we're gonna just move you guys like this. Diljamar takes a step back.
Actually, instead of taking a step back,
Sure. Where do you go?
can I go back to the cub Search inside of my armor, take out a little circular metal ornament. I hold it tight in my hand over the cub, and I try casting Cure Wounds on it
Yes, you can.
in the hopes it's any good.
So you can go ahead and roll for the heal.
And then this.
So you're casting this on?
On just the cub. I think I'm a bit focused on the cub itself.
Okay. So you place the metallic disc, as you said, onto the kit's body, and you put your hand upon it and you pray, and the area is kind of bathed in the warmth from you, and it enters the kit's body, and as such you see a positive kind of stirring within the kit, followed immediately by a stronger convulsion, causing whatever heal that you did put into its body to immediately be reverted back to its original state. As you take now your leave back, hold on. As you take your leave back, the water starts to kind of hum again, similar to the hum that Elodie felt when she touched the fox mother. From above in the trees, you see a large crow emerge, and it dives with such speed that neither Brannick, Thildramar, Elodie, or Obsidian are able to react. And it dives straight for the kit.
No,
Not the baby.
As
not the baby.
As it dives in to attack, I want a perception check from each of you.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, great. Your guys' checks are insane. So, Elodie and Obsidian. Okay. So, Thildramar, you are so overcome by what's happening that all you see is your own helplessness. The inability to protect, once again, just ringing in your ears. Elodie and Obsidian, Elodie, with her years of being in the forest, is able to recognize something immediately, and Obsidian's experience on the battlefield also causes him such poise that he's able to pick out a small detail. This crow is larger than it should be. It has the same green tinge that Elodie, I think Elodie, well, definitely you guys all know about, that Obsidian observed from the wolves previously. This this crow is not natural. It immediately, as it's descending onto the kit, the mother, riddled with pain, is able to kind of adjust her body, plant both of her back legs on kind of a uneven part of the stone, and catapult itself between the kit and the crow. Hold on. The crow is immediately struck by the fox, or the fox struck by the crow mother, who can tell at this point. there is a giant flash of light. Bang! The crow immediately backpedals as this pulse of green and white light kind of just erupts from the area of his attack. The mother falls to the stone, lifeless. The crow is immediately joined. Oops. Oopsie. Hold on. Is this the one? Is immediately joined by two more crows. The pulse that emanated from the fox mother seems to have triggered something in the air. The kit. I need a perception check, all three of you.
Damn.
Oh. The kit is there still. You are not able to really tell what happened, but from this surprise attack, it's considered a surprise attack, guys. The identified tainted crow that attacked the mother. I have to figure out how to do this because this is a custom thing. This is the custom thing. Okay. Releases a scream that, as it falls and is repulsed away by the impact that it had with the fox mother, a scream that bends just the area around it. The leaves and branches fall back, bend a little. It the ripples on the water are ample as it kind of pushes just the air around it around. I want all of you to please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And I if I want to use inspiration, I have to say it beforehand, right?
Yes, you do.
Damn.
So the crow just lets loose this scream, and it strikes. It is directed at you three. The Selin is impacted by it, but is taking cover from Brannick. Mara is out of range of it. However, you three are hit directly. Thildramar and Obsidian, you are struck by this scream, and it jars you to the core. However, you two are able to keep your footing, are not disoriented. In fact, it steals your weapons. You both draw, feet firm in the ground, and are ready for combat. Elodie
Yep.
is completely
still
unaware by this scream, and is now disoriented for your next turn, which means you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
So
Wait,
now,
what do you mean it steals our weapons?
it's like you're ready. It's like sharpened and ready. It's just a way of saying like you're like on point, kind of a thing.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was like the crow was stealing weapons over here.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was steal, but it's like 2 easy. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me just check something because I think something went wrong here. Okay, hold on. I made one typo in the thing. I have to adjust monster block because it's a typoed.
Mhm.
How dare you?
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, I made them really weak, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to be right. Like, they're not that weak. I didn't think there were. So let me just change them real quick. Especially after your guys' last display. Okay. Okay, I think that's correct now. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Please roll initiative.
Yay!
Yep,
Okay, so Obsidian is
initiative.
17.
No, Obsidian
was
is
16?
9. That was the wisdom check.
Oh, sorry. Pilgrimar 16, 14. I gotta do
9.
mine, man. I hate this thing, and man, I'm so bad at it, bro. Like it's so manual for me. I'm like, okay, honey, has 10. Bam. Okay. I have to type it in. And then oh, okay. One more for me. Okay. There is our order. And let's see. Vildramar is going to go first.
I think it's just the tried and true method. I'll advance forward so I am closer and hopefully a target for all of the crows. And then I will just attack the one left of me.
Okay.
Where my mace? There. Does 16 hit?
Okay. So you take your mace as you are completely furious at this unprovoked attack on a helpless Kit who you have the most affinity towards, and you do hit. Please roll damage.
Ooh.
So you strike this crow and you hit it squarely in the chest, but because it is flying, it kind of takes that damage, but it kind of moves with your mace, so it kind of deflects some of it. It is badly injured to the point where as it's being deflected, you're still following through with your mace. You follow through to such a degree that you crush it against a branch and it poofs into a cloud of feathers and it is gone. Poop.
Then since you didn't mention, and it would make sense that I would be sort of in rage now, especially since my healing didn't work and the mother cup is probably gone, I will use a second charge of War Priest and move on to the next bird.
Which one is that? The one above you or the one to your right?
I'll just do the one above me. I'll just take them in order. So one War Priest, and then I will still try to hit with my mace.
I think that hits.
You hit. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Damage. Oh.
So
Nice.
your weapon is lodged in the branch after it just decimated the first crow. You quickly glance to your right and you see the second crow still in range of you. You say a few words and are empowered again with this kind of, this energy, and you backhand swing and you hit the next crow. Splat. Another just poof of feathers, and it is dead mid-flight. Okay.
That would be the end of my turn. I don't have anything else.
Okay, 1 second now.
Mhm.
Check something. Let's see. What is next? Is it? Oh, it is me. All right. So
Is,
the last.
isn't Elodie?
Isn't that
Yeah,
the
I
one
thought it
that
was
died?
Elodie.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
it's Elodie.
Elodie.
Oh yeah, it is Elodie. It is Elodie. Yeah, Elodie.
It's Elodie.
It's
me.
Elodie.
It's Elodie. Okay.
Elodie.
So I will just with so much shock and pain, and I just got blasted with this fucking scream. I will just take a second to shake my head a little bit, try to come to my senses, and as I see the two dead birds and one still standing, I figure, okay, this is the one that's gotta go. So she will move here,
Okay.
and I will try to hit him with my quarterstaff, and yes, with disadvantage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's see. We got a 5
Yeah.
and a 10.
So you, although disoriented, you still feel this desire to end the suffering, and you make your move to a position that allows you to attack this obviously unnatural crow that tried to kill this kit before your eyes, and you are unable to really get your footing. You see 3 crows, even though there's only one. You take a swing and you hit nothing but air, and you stand there knowing you did your best.
Can I, since I have a dagger in my offhand, can I use that as a bonus action?
I don't think you can attack as your bonus action unless you're like a rogue or something.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure,
Then-
right, Static?
Specify in your class
Yeah.
whether you can use another attack as a bonus action.
Yeah. So like I know
I think
rogues can.
I think if you also do 2-weapon fighting, but usually I think they have to be
They have to be
the
finesse
weapons have to be
weapons.
considered light.
Yeah, finesse or something. And so quarterstaff wouldn't be it.
All right. Then she will just take a petal from the flower, press it against her quarterstaff, and say, "Please work next time." And that's it for me.
Sorry.
Okay. So the tainted, I'm sorry, the crow leader now, the large kind of.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Shalala. Did I say that?
No, you did not, Shalala. Say Shalala. But
Oh,
it didn't
but I
matter.
meant to, it's a bonus action, so that was what I meant to do.
Oh, got it. In the beginning of your turn.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have to do that at the beginning, or can you do it after?
I mean, if you do it after, then it'll be for your next hit.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do it. You
All
can
right.
do it now.
Yeah. Casting it.
Okay. So the remaining crow, let me smooth that. Okay, the remaining crow. Actually, these are non-combatants, so I already said that they kind of moved back. So let me just move them back.
Mhm.
The remaining crow is filled with just a really unnatural aggression and rage, and is going to lash out with an attack. They look at the arena and have chosen Elodie as she is the smallest one on the battlefield now, and
He's gonna pick her up and fly away.
is
Probably.
That was
Oh,
a 15 hit.
big AoE.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so hold on. How do you do this, Static? If it's a multi-attack, do I have to roll twice?
Yes, you roll for each attack.
Okay.
A multi-attack at level 1. Oof.
Yeah. Okay, the 18 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
That'll hit me.
Okay. So the first hit, so it attacks Elodie, and it is swifter, just overall faster, larger, and more powerful than any of the other crows. It rushes directly at Elodie. She swings her quarterstaff, and that gust of wind causes the angle and trajectory of that strike to kind of veer off. It strikes Elodie in the arm, but only for 4 damage. Is that right? 4 damage? Yeah. The second one, oh, they'll kill you.
I mean, you might.
6 damage. Are you alive?
Barely.
So
I think she has a hit point.
the second attack, Elodie's unable to evade at all, and it hits her right in the chest area, right by like her shoulder and her collarbone area. She is gravely injured, but still not in any sort of dying state. She's still clutching her quarterstaff and hoping for the best. The crow, now tasting blood, stills itself, and it is now going to be Obsidian's turn.
After seeing it attack Elodie. Right? Elodie? Elodie?
Melody. Like melody.
He will let out a loud hiss using my bonus action, the rage.
Yeah, first rage.
Ooh. First,
Rage!
The rage! You'll move up.
Mhm.
And he'll swing his great axe horizontally to try and just behead this thing.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you swing your axe, aiming for its head. Please roll damage.
Hold on. I know it shows an 18, but hold on.
Yeah, you get anything? It's just for rage. What bonus
Oh.
do you get? Anything? It says bonus action rage is on there, but I don't know what it does.
You have
He gets +2 to damage roll.
You have
It might do it all.
+2 to damage roll this bonus. Okay, I didn't know if it was bonus to attack roll as well. Okay, back to chat.
So
So-
6 damage.
So it's 6, but it should be also another +2 on top of that, which I don't think it added.
You can. I mean, we can just add it like on our own.
Yeah,
like,
so it's 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay,
Mhm.
so you aim for its head with your great axe? Your great axe, yeah. With your great axe, and it's able to kind of maneuver itself in such a way where it does not get beheaded. You do slash it very, very badly, but it is still flying. It is still angry. It is still looking for more blood. Is that the end of your turn? Yeah.
Yeah, that's movement, bonus
Yeah.
action.
So Brannick
yeah.
is in the corner behind Obsidian, and he is doing everything that he can to keep Selin and the kit and the mother's body from this combat. When they backed up away from the altar, Selin clutched the fox mother's body with care and respect as Brannick swiftly grabbed the kit and tucked it away in his coat or his tunic, and is kind of sheltering and hiding the kit so that so as to not tempt the crow to attack it. And that is his turn. It is now your turn again, Thildramar.
Is Elodie down, or do you still have more HP?
Well, I have 1 HP.
You have 1 HP. Then I shall still move forward and just try to heal Elodie.
Okay.
As I do not want my friends to be in pain. I got a 5.
Nice. Thank you.
You got a 5.
It's something.
So you take a step forward and you're
select.
I can do it if not, but I think Tess can do it. I think you just right click on your yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
take a step forward and put one hand onto your chest and another hand onto, is it touch the spell?
Yes.
And you gently touch Elodie's shoulder, and you can see her wounds start to close. Where she was once, literally on death's door, she is still injured, but not gravely injured as she once was. Is that the end of your turn?
What cantrip do I have? I think that's the end of my turn. I just hear up and raise up saying, "Your fight's not over yet, Thuril."
Elodie?
Elodie will look at Thildramar and say, I will not let this go to waste, and I would like to use my inspiration
Okay.
to attack. This.
Okay, so you're gonna use your inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
And use my quarterstaff and kind of just like swing it straight up into the air to try and hit this almost a pigeon, this crow, in the stomach area, close to its, well, a little bit higher, closer to its heart. All right. So let's see. Oh, thank goodness for advantage. No.
So you are inspired and are able to really focus on this next swing. You have your quarterstaff empowered with nature's fury. It is glowing and ready to strike. Thildramar looks at you after just using his resources and his available time and power to bring you back to your feet. You take a swing at this monstrous crow and you just miss.
I'm so sorry. I tried, Thildramar, and I will just feel defeated.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Okay. The crow, seeing Elodie with this display of almost killing it with this empowered weapon of nature, decides to act and end this threat. It will attack.
I'm being picked on over here.
No, you're being pecked.
No, I know. I
hold
understand how it works.
No,
I'm
babe,
joking.
you're being pecked on.
I was waiting for that. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother. All right. So it uses its first attack and its second attack.
Oh. That's a lot of attacks.
First damage and second damage. So
what were the rolls?
Yeah. So you want to see the rolls? Yeah, here I can show you these.
See or hear.
There you go.
Ooh.
Well, what was the
Sorry,
what was the
AC?
what was
I
the
can show these.
attack?
I can show these there.
Oh yeah, they definitely hit.
Oh,
Mhm.
damn.
17. Sorry, I should. I thought I pushed the button. I didn't. So the crow, tasting blood once before, strikes Elodie again, and the first peck is enough to incapacitate her, but the second hit comes in anyway. That's not going to do anything for you, just cinematically. So don't worry. You are, I believe, now in a dying state.
No,
Yeah, I
you're
had
being
6
nice,
HP,
Mecca.
so
Yeah, I'm being nice.
I'm dead.
Oh, that's
No,
cute.
why'd you do that? You took all the damage.
The Reaper
You know
is
what?
coming for me.
You will be in dying state with one death save failure because of the hit. That's what I will do.
Mhm.
But make your yeah, I guess that's right. You're just 0. So you have one.
Well, when it went to 0, it just automatically came up.
The crow stands there proud of its kill or its defeat, and it is now Obsidian's turn.
My turn. Well, I'm still raging because I was able to attack.
Yes, I think it's 9 rounds or something. You use it for or something?
It's up for 10 rounds, but it will
Oh.
end early if I don't attack or I'm not attacked.
Okay.
At least that's how I remember it.
Oh, I think that's right.
Yeah, that is correct. I'm reading it right now.
Oh,
Okay, that
big hit.
definitely hits. Okay, and describe your attack for me.
And then that's 12 plus 2, so that's a 14 for damage.
Okay, describe your attack
So
for me.
I swung from right to left to behead it.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, that's not going to work. So instead, I come back the other way, once again, horizontally,
Mhm.
and just aim for right underneath the wings to cut them in half.
So the crow, realizing you're going for the same attack but just from the other side, decides to duck your swing. As it tries to duck your swing, your axe connects with its neck, and it severs its head from its neck, killing the final crow in this encounter. I can do this. Kill. It's so funny, the little graphic. I think it's cute.
You
You
got
get-
It's
10,000 damage.
Yeah, 10,000. I nuked
100,000
it. I nuked it. All right.
Damn.
So the crows have been put to rest. The remaining birds in the vicinity are heard kind of just flying away. I need a perception check from. I'll give you a perception check, Elliot, even though you're on the ground.
I was gonna say, guys, I need a little help here.
But before that,
Please.
before they can help you, you're gonna do this perception check, but you're at a disadvantage.
Okay,
Okay,
can't see much from this angle.
that's my point. You're at a disadvantage.
Perception.
Oh, I rolled the same thing twice.
Okay, and then okay.
I don't see
So,
shit. I'm
yeah.
too busy looking at my glorious skills.
Exactly. So Obsidian was so proud of his swing, with the head just being completely removed from this, large and deadly.
He's got too much blood in his
deadly
eyes.
crow. Exactly. The blood splattering in his eyes. He sees nothing but carnage, and is proud of his kill. Elodie, though laying on the ground in a very injured state, she and Thildramar, who is ever keen and calm under pressure, notices not just from the two kind of smaller crows, but from this larger, more dangerous crow, the same kind of green and ooze in the eyes and mouth that existed with the wolves. What do you guys do now?
Please help me.
first and foremost.
Hope so.
First and foremost, we loot. No, I try
Yes.
to have LD up.
I think it's just
Can I just
automatic, right? You
help with-
stabilize at this point. You just
Yeah,
you can
Jack.
just you can just stabilize her. You're up with like 1 HP, so you're fine.
Yeah. If you want to
Thank
just
you, my
stabilize, I
friend.
actually have a.
I mean, you can do
take out
whatever you want.
my icon again, and I do spare the dying, so I can
I
stabilize
think,
her.
I think out of combat, you can. I'll
If
just
you
let you
want,
guys
yeah.
stabilize. It's just kind of
Yeah.
Even if it's a loss of like you can just spam there until it works. So
Yeah.
it's fine. So
Just as RP, I do it
Okay.
with a divine favor with my spare
Okay.
the dying spell.
good. All right. Do you want to give yourself an HP then? Here, yeah. I just. Oh, I put you at -1. I'm trying to kill her again. You got it. Okay, yeah, she's
Yeah, I
back.
got
She's back. She's back.
She's back.
She's back. Okay. So. Okay. So Elodie's not back on her feet.
You did almost kill her. That was almost
Twice
her
her damage.
max HP and negatives.
Yep, almost. I didn't say it was going to be easy. All right, what do you guys do? What are you guys doing right now? I'll give you guys a moment and then go ahead.
Elodie
Okay.
is just holding her quarterstaff, leaning against it, and just trying to catch her breath.
I'll probably
I
be
just-
inspecting the crow and birds.
Okay. Roll in an investigation check.
Another thing I have +0 in. I don't see shit.
You look over the
wait,
at the crow and the leader. Go ahead.
I can technically cast guidance after the roll, and would have assumed that I can cast it after the roll, but before you say the outcome. So I wanted to.
You can if you want to, sure.
Yeah. Guidance.
I mean,
and
I
that's
don't
for.
think
You're gonna need to. Yeah, you're gonna. I was like,
It's
you're gonna
a
need a lot to
D4.
get it.
Ah,
You you help Obsidian with guidance, and he's empowered to see more than meets the eye, but he's unable to. All he sees is at this point again, the bodies, the corpses, the carcasses of these birds are now looking normal again, as if what you saw immediately after
I didn't-
combat
I didn't
meant
mean to roll.
nothing.
I didn't mean to roll.
Obsidian grabs his
The-
axe and butchers the corpse again and again and again.
I was trying to hit map, but like it's so finicky
You're
on
fine.
the screen.
You're fine, dude. It'll be fine when you're back on your PC when the internet's back.
Yeah, whenever
So-
that is.
So, Obsidian has investigated the crows. What else do you guys want to do?
I want to get the attention of Mara and I forgot the name.
Selen?
Okay,
To
just tell me what you
have
say.
them also check.
Tell me.
Well-
I am them.
Well, this is about what happened earlier with the wolves and the cubs.
Mm.
If you can get any information out of this, I would recommend doing so.
So, what do you mean? This
And
is
I
what
just
happened.
guide.
Explain it to me. Remember, they
So,
don't know what you saw. They
I-
don't know nothing.
Yes. I just tried to retell the story with the wolves and the foxes of us hearing the foxes being danger and being pain, going at them, about how we got attacked by the pack of wolves,
Mhm.
and what happened after we killed each wolf with the little green things, like the little green sludge dissipating from the wolf after its death. And I just tell them how this is an almost one-to-one scenario with what happened then.
Mara and Selen and Brannick look at one another almost in kind of like a disbelief, but at the same time their eyes tell a different story. Please roll insight for me.
All of us?
Yes. I mean, unless you're like out in the corner eating berries, not paying attention to these three at Dildemar, I would assume y'all can talk to them.
I got a 16.
Okay. So Elodie was mind was
berries.
kind of elsewhere. She
I'm still recovering, you
was
guys. I've
she
been
w-
down
yeah,
twice.
she's
Well, almost.
consumed with her performance, and she's feeling very upset at herself. This is, she's finally out on her own, and she feels not more alone than ever, but she feels like, can she do this? Am I enough? Diljamar and Obsidian warriors experienced in many not just combat but also in social situations, observe this kind of nonverbal exchange and can tell that there is more that they know than what they're trying to, or that they're willing, I'm sorry, but what they're willing to say. And that perhaps there's some Diljamar can tell that there's possibly some disagreement happening between what they're seeing, what they're believing, and what they are kind of alluding to with their eyes.
You want to take this, or shall I?
You can go ahead. I'm blanking.
So you said it looks like there's a disagreement between all three of them?
Yeah, not necessarily a disagreement, but they're not in agreement about something. There's a kind of a subtle difference. So they're not in agreement about something. So they've all
Okay.
identified something that's kind of similar, but they're not all in agreement with that.
Okay, so I turn towards them. I swing my great axe and slam it into the ground and point at them and say, "What are you not telling us?"
So with that display, I think I need you to roll an intimidation check.
Ooh.
How did I do that? No, get that off my screen.
I mean, I can roll it for you if you really want me to, but
No, I got it. The only thing is I want to do intimidation, obviously, with strength, so I guess I'm going to roll it and then add my strength.
yes.
Oh, you know what?
I mean,
think,
you're better with, I mean, in this situation, I think strength is what you would go for, even though it's not your stronger one. But you can choose to not to do strength if you don't want to.
Or my strength and intimidation are both
the same.
Yeah, they're both the same. They're both a +3.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, so you
Ooh.
slam your axe into the ground and it catches Mara and Selin particularly off guard. Brannick kind of expected it, although he is still visibly shaken by the display of force. Brannick kind of takes a step forward as Selin and Mara kind of get behind Brannick. And Mara's the first to speak, and she says, "I want to tell you more. I will tell you more. But look," as she gestures to the kit being held in Brannick's tunic. The kit peeks its head out. Its fur is relaxed. Its eyes, once kind of a brown, is now kind of tinged in a light kind of golden color. Its energy is back. Its strength is returned. It still definitely seems weary, but Brannick slowly pulls the kid out from his tunic and's like, "What happened?" What do you guys do?
I'll just approach as fast as I can, trying not to startle the little guy, and just check up on him. Like actually just take him a bit, turn him a bit around, seeing what's up.
So can you do a
Um,
nature or survival check for me?
Yes, I shall do a survival check.
So you grab the kit slowly, and Brannick is very happy to allow you to do this, as you know it's a miracle of sorts. And as you are kind of, let me move you, as you are kind
Oh,
of
yes.
turning this kit kind of over, um Brannick looks at you as just like, I don't understand it. And you kind of can confirm that indeed this internal strife and, just a few, minutes ago, convulsions and things that were kind of afflicting this kid are no longer there.
Hmm.
Um, go ahead.
I'll just smile while I look at it, hold it up, and just say, this little one, an Aritis, a warrior. He does well. He will grow well.
So,
And I just put him a bit down next to me,
so
so I can actually touch the floor
he's
or the ground.
on the ground, and he kind of is looking at Obsidian, who just slammed his axe into the ground. And he kind of, or she, I'm sorry, the kid is a she.
It's a she.
Yeah, she looks at Obsidian a bit, head kind of cocked to the right, and then sees Elodie, who's kind of hiding in the back a bit still. She's a little embarrassed, Elodie, and she kind of looks at both Obsidian and Elodie, and then back at Theljamar like, I'm okay with this. She then kind of walks between Mara's legs and Selen's legs, and then ends up back on the flow shrine, on the stone where she was first attacked. And she's now laying there, both paws outstretched in front of her, kind of just licking them. What are you guys doing?
Do we see the mother
The mother is still being held by Selen.
held by Selen?
Mhm.
Okay. Then Elodie will walk up to Selen and hold out a hand and say, "Is she all right?"
Yeah, I moved you here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Selen looks at you and looks down at the fox mother and says, slowly strokes the fox's head and says, better now, better now. Kind of leans forward to show you the fox mother's face at seeming peace, where the last moments were snarling and aggression that you recall. It looks now like peace.
I place my hand near the heart, like I did previously, to see if I can feel anything like I felt before.
Roll in. What are you trying to feel?
If I can feel like any tremors around her heart, or if I can hear the sounds that I heard earlier.
I'm gonna just do a perception check. You
19.
you put your hand on the mother, and you do not sense that strange hum, that vibration that you felt before. You feel a calmness that you're very familiar with. Death isn't new to you. You've experienced death in animals throughout your life. It's a part of um, being a druid, I guess you could say, is that. And so you're not concerned much now as you touch her, because you realize that this is where she is happiest right now, and she is at peace.
You've done very well. And know that we are all so proud of you for everything. And she gently brushes her hand from her heart and slightly behind the ear as well before she takes a step back and lets her be undisturbed.
Before you leave, I want you to roll an investigation check.
21.
As you dragged your hand across her fur as you're saying your farewell, you kind of felt a part of the wound that was there, and it's different.
Different how?
I want you to roll a survival or nature check.
Dice don't fail me now.
Sorry, I'm making you roll so much, but
That's okay.
so you realize you're not sure why, what could possibly have done what happened, but you notice that the tissue, in the past, part of the wound was necrotic and kind of like just death and decay, and the other side was kind of, it healed unnaturally. You notice now that the side that was experiencing that decay and that kind of the opposite side of the healing side, you notice that it kind of has mended itself a bit. It no longer carries that feeling of a festering wound, but more of something that has kind of healed.
She's going to be okay, this one. I can tell.
What say you, Obsidian, in the back?
These
Me?
berries are good.
I just simply pick up my axe
Mhm.
and then walk a little bit away and sit down cross-legged with the axe laying across my lap until we're ready to leave.
Okay. Second. So Mara is the first to speak. And Mara says, I'm not sure what has happened. And you deserve more of the truth. But I can only tell you so much. She moves over, leans against the large stone there. She kind of exhales a bit. She says to Selin, take her, looking at the kit. So Selin walks
Sorry,
over. Go ahead.
I need a few minutes.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah, of
I'll be
course.
right back.
I'll go pee.
Okay. What was the last thing we said?
Mara was about to
So-
give us some lore.
Yes.
So Mara says, I'll tell you what I can, but not now. And she speaks to Selin and says, take her back to your hut. We have to keep that one close. So Selin bends over and picks up the kit. And at this point, the kit is kind of got some energy to her, but also looking at this point at Brannick, who has picked up the fox mother. And she is kind of smelling her mother a bit, understanding as much as one can kind of what has happened, but definitely feeling healthy. Selin, with Kit in hand, has observed Thildramar in particular, but also the party's like kind of closeness with the Kit. and kind of looks across the river into the valley and kind of just says out loud, feels like the valley can breathe again, even if it's only for a night. She kind of glances back at you guys, at Mara, at Brannigan. She kind of nods and slowly saunters back to her healer's hut.
Mhm.
At this point, Brannick and Mara kind of start walking back as well. And Brannick gestures you guys to follow. Says, "Come, let's get you guys a place to stay for the night." As you are heading back, because you guys are like here. As you guys are walking back with Brannick and Mara, you guys are kind of nearing where Mara's area is. Is there anything that you guys want to say? It's dark now. You guys are with Brannick and are heading to an inn, and Mara will be on her way shortly. Is there anything that you want to say to either Mara or Brannick?
Elodie wants to say something to Vildramar.
Oh,
Phil, is it okay if I call you Phil?
you go ahead, little one.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you, Phil.
know, in my forest, even though my grandmother was kind of against it, I always liked naming the animals. And I can sense that you and the little one have a strong connection. I think you should give her a name.
Who says I didn't? I called her
Can
a
you
warrior, for
tell
that's
me?
what she is. She
Warrior.
shall be Aritis.
I love it. Oh, it's a strong and regal name. Don't you think, Obsidian?
Obsidian just nods his head.
Okay. Well, thank you for your input. No, I think that's great.
Then
Obsidian.
I'll just
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna say
Oh.
Obsidian talks to Thildramar and says you heal, correct?
As much as I can.
I think we should call you Dr. Thil.
Wow, that's also very regal. I've never heard such a unique and interesting title for. I'm all for it.
I don't care. I'm giving you an inspiration for next session with that one. That's fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
Uh,
Oh god. Okay. As your party slowly walks back with Brannick and Mara, you kind of arrive at a crossroads where you have your destination, the inn on the right. I forgot the name of the inn, but it's an inn. There's a name for it somewhere in one of my notes. Hold on, let me find the damn inn's
There are people in there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Gosh darn it. Hold on. It's not like super important, but at least want to like use it. My notes are just a mess, is what it is, you know. Halda's Inn. Halda's Inn.
Halda.
As you approach the crossroads, Mara stands in front of you. She turns around and she says, "You guys did really good. You guys came here. You meant good. You said that you wanted to do good, and you were good. And she says, but the funny thing about good, it changes depending on where you're standing. She looks up at the sky and back at you folks with warmth. And you guys at first maybe thought that was an insult, but now kind of see a bittersweet memory that she was kind of recalling. What looks like mercy one day, she says, can look like a mistake the next. She kind of exhales, looking at the horizon again, looking back at the flow shrine, and says, we'll manage for now. Don't think you have to stay, but we'll manage for now. Before any of you can answer, she already kind of turns away and walks back to her hall. Brannick sticks with you folks and walks with you over to Halda's Inn. As you guys approach the door, he looks at you all and says, it's all taken care of. Mara made sure of it. As he opens the door for you, he kind of pauses you three from entering and says, they went that way, They're flying to Colhoin Mine. I haven't seen that many since the day it all went wrong. He rests his hand on his bow, kind of hesitates, and he says, that's enough for tonight, though. We'll talk tomorrow. And I hope you will stay. He says,
What was the name of the mine? Sorry.
Colhoin Mine.
Colhoin?
Yes. Kolhoyn. So he rests his hand on his bow, hesitates, then he looks at you folks and says, yeah, that's where I'll be tomorrow. It's bad up there. I could really use the help, but I understand if you want to move on. He nods once more, hoping to see the party again tomorrow morning. As he turns, you can see him walking directly back to Selin's hut as your party enters Halda's Inn to call it a night. That wraps up the session right there. That's it.
5 more minutes.
No, 5 more minutes.
Come
So
on, Ashley Johnson.
Oh, I just will always want 5 more minutes.
So not tomorrow, the next session though, we'll do a pre-session because you guys will level up to 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Ooh,
So if you
nice.
guys want to research what you guys want to do ahead of time, do that. It'll make it go that much faster, even though it's going to take us like no time at all. And it looks like it'll be the 16th, but we'll see how that flows with the coming week and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.